total bill is 23,000. All right, everybody, welcome.
Ew. Um. Ah. How does it look to you?
It looks okay for my Facebook story. You're not cuckoo on Facebook, and your friends are not on Facebook, are they? This one is mine, a nicer view.
I don't know. I'm trying not to trust my own eyes and just use other people's eyes because your asymmetry will always slap you more. You looking at it. Because I'm like, why is it that even if Amarachi's face might not be like symmetrical, it doesn't disturb me. She'll still look nice in the picture. But if I'm looking at myself, it's like, that's not even me.
All right, guys, welcome. I'm at my weakest, as in, he's been hungering me to sleep and get one of my kids to rub my back or scratch my back while I'm sleeping. As in, that's what he's been hungering me to do all day. But I guess I have to come and see you guys. I think we need light. The darkness is bad. Okay, this should be fine. Or should we get this other light? Yeah, what do you think?
Which other light?
As in plain white.
What color is this?
This plain white.
So which other light?
Kindly assist me with 5K. I'm a gospel missionary in the rural area of Ogun State. We are currently stranded and my children are starving. God bless you. Pray to God. God will help you. In the meantime, receive rapture. Anybody can come and type anything. I'm a gospel musician. Internet people.
Which other light?
You want to try another one?
You like this one?
You like this one?
No, I'm asking.
No, I prefer. Then there's the option of a mix of both.
You like this one?
I prefer the first one.
Okay.
This one.
This phone just still looks dark.
Yeah.
This is what I'm looking at.
We will do our best. Please. Be greeting them. Let me pay this guy his money.
Good evening, Sazamas.
Good evening, Summers. Yes. There's one guy that's always helping me order my suya at Buka Hut. Friday and Saturday are suya days. I don't know. Food, Food is so comforting. Are you like that when you're down, or you're just tired, or you're just weak, or you've had a really hard week? You reward yourself with food.
Yes.
Are you one of those people?
I reward myself with food after any task.
After any task?
Yes.
As in, we're like primitive animals. What did Abiba send me? Oh, they went out. Somebody had a play date today. They're so cute. Look at the children. They went out today by themselves. I told them to send me the pictures so I can share. So be talking, Jerry. I'm listening to you. Okay. Before me, I come and talk. So. I go and send 200 and something thousand. My eyes are getting so bad as I don't be old now. How good are your eyes?
I don't think they're that good. Mommy hates hearing that.
Yes, so welcome everybody. I think yes, that's gone through. The worst thing is, if you don't pay on time, they can sell out. The worst thing that happened to me one day was I paid, I forgot to send receipts. I mean, I was there expecting my meat. Um, the meat no come. I begin to panic. The thing no show me receipt too. Zenith Bank, Emma Sheba, I don't do like this. It's not like the money is even many. Okay, should be right here. Zenith to OP receipts. Yay, I found my receipt. Okay, so I want us to talk and I want us to be honest. I want us to talk about having children in what we call outside of wedlock. When a man and a woman are not married, having children is considered out of wedlock. Please put on that into 2. Are you hot?
No.
Are you cold?
No.
Okay, let's have it at 1 then. I'm a bit hot. So I want us to talk about this, and here's what I teach my own children. That's rain, Abby.
Yeah, it's been interesting since.
I should be sleeping. I don't know what I'm doing with you people that will not even come and buy my money gone. I swear to God, I don't know what I'm doing here. I have no business. I should be sleeping. Sleeping off last week's stress and the possible stress that will be loading this week. So I want us to talk about this. Here's what I tell my kids. I tell my daughters, I believe that my son should be ready for marriage by 30. Maybe he moved early in life by 28. But for men, as a man, you need to mature. I don't see why you're getting married before 30. And women, I don't see why you're getting married before 28. Because marriage involves a kind of maturity that they are not going to teach you in school or in church or anywhere else. You are going to have to learn on the job. Marriage is one of those jobs where you're going to have to learn on the job. They are here now. Maybe they can say if I'm lying, she will cut me. I mean, she will clear me. Somebody say it's good to have your children early. I had my first son when I was 25. Where is him today? I've not seen him for 10 years. Because I was not ready to marry. I was immature. And the person I got married to was also immature. And the two of us were ill-fated. And we are where we are today because of the decision. So you marry early, you also put your children at risk of being raised by immature parents. But you see, part of being a woman is experiencing childbirth at least once. Part of being a woman is experiencing childbirth at least once. Most women think they can do without it until they can no longer do it. Many women will say, you know what, I don't want to have kids, I don't want to have kids, and then they're 50 and now they can't have kids again. Between when you see your first period and about 40, it is your choice to have or not to have. Once you start entering 45 to 55, it no longer is your choice now. It is, can you do it? It's no longer, it now becomes a probability, no longer a possibility. I don't know if I'm making sense. So, you're supposed to be married by 28. By then, why do I want women to be married by 28? By then, they are fixated. I won't use the word fixated. They are established in their careers. They are wholesome in their mental well-being. They understand that living with somebody else in marriage is going to be a difficult road. It's not easy to be married. I shared something with my wife today, and let me find it for you and read it to you. I'll be here. I share them. Is this here? I want to read it to you, so just okay, not this. That means it's on her Instagram, IG. So taste buds NG. My wife doesn't watch anything I send to her. Very annoying human being. Does she watch the things you send?
Yeah.
All of them or once in a while?
I don't send many. Maybe that's why. It's like once in a while I send something, and it's usually relating to her. And I send on WhatsApp.
I did look for this thing. I don't know if you see them. And if I send to WhatsApp, she usually watches, but even that she doesn't watch again. Taste buds. You know, a lot of people send me stuff, and I send a lot of people stuff. No. Okay, that's what she sent to me. How come I can't find this?
What does it have to do with?
It has to do with marriage. I think I sent it to her WhatsApp.
Marriage? Does it have to be polygamous?
No, not that. Not that. That was meant for you. That was meant for you. I want to read it. Gosh, who did I send that? I know I forwarded it to someone. Or could it have been you? How did I miss this out? Oh no, I'm so pissed.
The last one you sent to me had to do with polygamous.
No, not that one. About the stages of marriage. I send it to... No. I send a lot of Bible things out. I'm checking Samaria. Maybe I sent Stella. No, it's Bible stuff. Bible stuff. What are these? Who did I send this? I need to. Oh man. This is so annoying. Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness, oh goodness. I gave somebody a Monday dead. Oh, damn, I'm not normal. I'm not normal. How am I going to cope? How am I going to cope? How am I going to cope? Did I send it to Remy? It showed different stages of marriage. I can't find it again. I thought I sent it to your mom. Maybe I sent it to her other line. Guys, please bear with me because this is very important. Could it be this? No, it's not. Forgive me, guys. Oh. So, there are different stages in a marriage. In which the first stage is the fairy tale stage. Oh, I've met my missing rib. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh. And then it evolves into the realization phase where you realize that this person is not a wonderful person. The wonderful person you thought. She's a human being or he's a human being that has flaws. Thank you so much, Olamerus. Hey, somebody sent me money for yesterday's suya. And I saw a message from Zenith Bank. Hey, thank you. I saw a message from Zenith. I thought it was them deducting me as usual. Thank you, Olamerus. How can you use money to send me a message that you sent me money? Some people are just good, Sha. God will bless you, brother. As in, he bought super chat to use to send me a message that he sent me suya money. Is that not nice? Olamerus, you're a good guy. The rest of you, Now, you start dealing with her realities. A friend of mine went into a relationship with this gorgeous girl, beautiful skin, curvy, but she had a condition that meant she was on her period for 15 to 20 days in a month. My guy wanted to run mad. As in, as one period they end, 5 days, another period don't start.
So when does she ovulate?
In between the period somewhere. That's a crazy condition. Papa wanted to run mad.
Yeah, and it's not fibroids.
I don't remember what the issue was, but they ended up breaking up. She was undateable. She's fine to take out. She's pretty. She's everything, intelligent. But then, what are you going to do with her? How do you have 20 days off? Like, what's that? Baba went to marry ugly girl after that. He was traumatized. So the realization stage is when you now start realizing that, oh my goodness, this person is not perfect. This person is just another human being that has flaws. There are some flaws you're not going to discover until 3 years later. Some flaws are going to show up. A guy married his girl. They were both Catholics. Both used to go to church, normal Catholic church once a week, midweek mass. You know, normal Catholic no get wala. Just go, you sit down there, 1 hour, they do that, la, 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 sing their hymn, pray, and you go home. They gave birth to their first kid, was autistic. My guy can't sleep now. Every morning, the wife is joining one prayer line or the other, shouting. So they we neighbor self not fit sleep. How do you deal with that? Because that's not what you entered. When you were entering the marriage, it was like, whoa, this person is perfect. What if you enter a marriage with a guy who you know likes to drink, but you don't realize that he has a drinking problem because you don't live together? So he manages to coordinate himself those few days when you come and spend the weekend. Or you have a girl who is in love with her ex, who dumped her and got married. So anytime, have you ever seen those toxic relationships before? When anytime the ex calls her, he will sleep with her. She will break down and he will use that and he will sleep with her. It happened to one of my guys. The girl, he had to relocate to Canada. He had to quit a good job in Nigeria because the ex was, and guess what? He was in Canada till last year. He has relocated back to Nigeria. He said one day he just woke up and saw the wife chatting. Why are you chatting to? The ex. The ex too has reached Canada. Now he carry everybody come back Nigeria again. I asked the guy, I say, why don't you just leave this girl to go and he said he loves her. And he has realized that his sacrifice is he should just keep her away from that ex. And I was wondering, how do you put yourself in such a situation? So there's that stage in marriage when you get to the realization. On your first date, everything seems perfect. She's well behaved. She's not just going to keep farting, proo. She's going to contain herself. You understand? She's going to, at least you have a good conversation. You start loving each other.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Because there's something I noticed about, before you come and say Gen Z now, but because I've been on these lives many times, there's something I've noticed. So let me just ask a question first. How long do you date someone before you marry them, or before, not with the way you reason now, because I only know if that has changed, but when you were younger, like when you were my age? Because I used to ask you, why are you guys so quick to asking the question? Like, you guys were like, which one is talking stage? I see you and I like you. Do you want to be my girlfriend? And I'm like, how does that even happen? Do you understand? So how long do you even, okay, now you've popped the question, will you be my girlfriend? How long are you guys dating before you guys elope? Because like anytime we hear these stories, it's always like, God, our parents really just, they always just get married. Like, they always just get married.
Well, not exactly. There was talking stage during our own time too. It's just that we didn't call it talking stage. That talking stage is the word that
No,
is
no,
annoying.
even aside from that, you guys made it look like everything moved very quickly. You guys were getting married quicker. You guys were just everything was happening very fast for you guys. Then a lot of you guys as well didn't even date and live with these people because it's like you will marry from your parents' house because that's how it should be done.
You see, what I'm trying to say, what I understand where you're coming from. There is no formula. One guy I know, the first day he set his eyes on his girlfriend, they've been chatting on the phone on and off, gisting. The first day he saw her, he slept with her. And they've been married today for 12 years and they're happily married. And there are some girls that once you sleep with them like this, the guy doesn't want to see you. He will delete her number from his phone. Do you understand? So you can't tell a girl not to sleep with a guy on the first date. But you also cannot tell a girl to sleep with a guy on the first date. It's just funny. So there's no yes or no answer. I learned this from sociology. Sociology, if for instance, they say was on the theory of religion, was Karl Marx wrong? The answer is not yes or no. If you say yes, defend the yes. If you say no, defend the no. So two of us will answer, she will answer yes, I will answer no, and both of us will get 7 points. Because the answer is what are you using, what are you citing to defend what you are submitting as your answer. So there's really, you could meet someone and in 1 month you'd be married, and you could meet someone for 4 years, you guys be dating on and off until one day the two of you just realize that
it didn't be for real. As much as there's no formula, if I met someone and I dated them for 1 month and I said, look, you proposed, no one is going to be jumping up and down.
If you're 28, why not?
No one.
If you are 28 now,
as much as there are no formulas, I still feel it's not very wise.
It's not very wise.
Because now it just looks like you're just doing it based on some
impulse,
crazy infatuation, or
But you see, by the time you're 28 to 30, you have gained enough experience to know that this person can be honest even though you've not known them for long. Your intuition and your experience and your wisdom starts to kick in.
You see that all the time, but you know that there are a lot of people who are fools at 40. Not to be mean, but they are a lot, if not even a majority. So like, I don't still get it. And it's not even a thing of, oh, my generation doesn't respect them. In your own generation, you guys you will not respect them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I still don't really.
I get what you're saying. It's hard. A good relationship evolves. The best relationships are relationships built out of friendship. You met each other, you guys are cool, you're friends, you probably know each other's who each person is dating. You're not really interested in each other, but then you grow into each other. That is a very healthy way to enter a relationship.
I feel like you're throwing shade, and I don't know why.
No, I'm saying it's the healthiest way. No. Shader your guy. No. It's the healthiest way, because then you know the person and then you realize that, wow, I actually like this person more than I thought. Then you can now build something, because it's been gradual. You grew. The person grew on you. It was organic. It wasn't forced. So what I'm trying to say is, you're 28, which is a good age for a girl to marry. What if you don't find a husband at 28? What if you are turning 35 and you don't have a husband? And it's no fault of yours, because I know I raised you well. So it's no fault of yours. It's not like you are dirty or you are promiscuous. those kind of things that men don't like and don't want to be associated. You can't cook. You can cook. A lot of the food we eat on Sundays, when we have our Sunday spread, they make it at least the basic things like jollof rice, grilled chicken. They might not be able to grill lamb, but they watch the lamb at
I
least.
can grill lamb
You
now.
can grill lamb now.
Yeah, maybe not like mom.
Can you do ishewu?
No.
What soup can you cook?
That leave me.
Which soup can you cook?
If I say it, everyone will start laughing at
Oh yeah,
me.
say it.
I'm not a soup person. Ogbono.
You can cook ogbono.
I forgot that
okra?
ogbono that everybody can make okra. I just don't like it.
Okay, what about egusi?
No.
What about afang?
It's not the best.
What about efo?
I've never actually tried.
You actually tried? Never tried it? Okay.
No.
So, I know Ofe is complicated now.
What?
Ofe.
Do you even know about that?
Can you cook Ofe Manu?
What's that?
It's a very interesting soup. You've never heard of it before?
No.
Ofe Manu. So, like I was saying, at least you can cook the basic. You can cook the basic things that will not will not make a man go hungry. At least you will put eba on the table and you put some sort of dip for him to. Last you give him eba and ketchup.
To dip the.
You never see eba and ketchup before. Eba and
Jensen would do it.
eba and what's that soup sauce called? Barbecue sauce. Or eba and mustard. You shall eat it, you'll be okay. So, as long as you're not dirty, as long as you don't have weird conditions, like there's some women, when they sit down, from their front, they'll be farting. I don't know if you heard of that one before.
It's called quiffing. But it doesn't just happen like that. You can't just do it like that. And any woman can actually do it. It depends on the exercise that maybe you're doing at the moment.
No, some women will sit down like this and just be doing
They are doing it intentionally. Nobody just does that. Maybe they are sucking in air intentionally, or they are doing kegels for no reason.
I've met a woman that has that problem.
She is lying to you. She farted and no one to say so. How did you find out? You were sleeping with her, or she was just doing it?
She was just sitting down in a public place. It was. I've seen enough in my life. Don't remind me of foolish people that I had contact with. So, unless you have those exaggerated problems, which I know you don't have, you have normal human being issues. Sometimes you get angry, sometimes you are moody. You understand? But you're not excessively angry or excessive. I have one of my kids that is excessively moody and excessively withdrawn, and we've used every tactic to bring that child out. You understand? And it's frustrating. And sometimes they would think, you see, when we try to remove bad habits from children I think that when I'm with my friends, I'm not like that. It's a lie.
No, but sometimes it's really not like that.
Don't worry. When the friend becomes family, then you now start adopting that. You see, your brain has a way of rewiring itself to accommodate different situations. Then you now enter a relationship. That husband that you thought, even though my dad used to beat me, or even my mom didn't believe in me, my husband believed in me, then one day you now found out that he cheated on you or something.
No, but wait, so can we be honest now?
Yeah.
How do you use, and half the time when it's family, usually it's parents. Children usually clash with their parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just use just your parents you can't make your parents your whole world. And I don't mean it in an emotional way. I mean it it's their judgments that, like, that's who you are because that's who they think you are. Some people will never be themselves or be the version of themselves that they like to be with their parents, because parents can be a bit overwhelming. Let's not lie here. Do you understand? Parents they can make you just want to stay in your room and not come out. And then when you do come out, you come out as this angry version of yourself that you would really rather not be, because you would rather not just be there. You understand what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's very accurate, especially given the dynamics between children and parents half the time. It's not every time that you find, like our cousin now. My cousin, she's very cuddly. Like, if they don't hug her, she'll look for them to go and hug them. She's very moist about her parents. I think she's very moist generally. She's like that generally. Even I don't like too much.
Even me too.
Too much yes, you like nobody likes him more than him. They are the same.
So, what was the question, Governor? Because I didn't get the question inside.
Like the main topic.
No, your question. No. Somebody on my IG. Touchy feely.
Yes, touchy feeling
That's what it's called.
for people like my cousin. No, just moist in general. She's very, oh, this is how I feel. This and oh, I missed you. She's very
expressive with her
about
emotions.
her affection. Not, I won't just say emotions, with her affection. Let me just put it that way. She's very.
Yeah, but you see, these are the things. For instance, imagine I'm taking you out and I'm kissing you, I'm hugging you, I'm holding you. It's okay, but if you now start living with me and I do it 24 hours a day, you now start getting irritated. And that's the
Why?
discovery phase, because you might like you think you like it because nobody does it to you.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I'm asking again. You people did not want to live with your boyfriend because you said that your mommy and your daddy said that it was wrong. Our generation is like, we're going to live with our boyfriend, so we know that if he's hiding calabash under the bed. You guys said no, we're looking for excuse to do bad things. But don't you understand what I'm saying? At least we'll find out there if. Can you stop hugging and kissing me every day? It's too much. Like,
what if at that stage he wants somebody he can hug and kiss every day because his ex-girlfriend had no problem with it? So then the marriage ends or the relationship ends.
Exactly. It's not a marriage to even end. That's
the relationship ends. But what I'm trying to say is,
but at the same time, are we not even really just talking about hurdles that we're supposed to try and overcome? Because at the end of the day, like you said, you can develop, should I say, flaws in 3 years and things like that. I think, I don't want to say you start making a decision to love this person, but it's somewhat, you have to. It's not, oh, I'm just done like that. You have to
navigate,
find your way around it before, okay, I've tried. Or maybe you're the only one trying, the person is not meeting you halfway, and then you can say you're done, but you don't just get to up and leave.
Absolutely. So what I was trying to say with all that is, by 28, the ideal age for you to get married. What if by 36 you're not married? By 28 you have high hopes. You're beautiful. You have comfort and Emerson. Watermelons. You understand? I was arguing with somebody today that after 2 children, no matter how good a woman is, the watermelon cannot be.
It can.
After 2 children.
Yes.
That's it to be like
some
it
people,
is now.
See, everybody's genes are different.
Yeah,
some
but
people
the likelihood is very low.
I won't say very low because we are in Nigeria.
Should we have this conversation again after you have 2 children?
Why are you doing this? How do you know I'll even have 2 children? But what I was going to say is, I'm not sure of this, but maybe only girls in the comment section can talk about it. I feel like, I don't want to say black people, let me just use this geographical zone. We're not as perky
as Oyinbo people.
Yes, like it doesn't feel like, I don't know if it's the weather, I don't know, but it doesn't feel.
Did you see that comfort girl?
Yeah, it's not perky, but it's not ugly. It's fine and it's
round and like a bar.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's also her shape. People don't understand that they're different.
That girl don't collect endorsement.
And people don't understand that one can be one shape and the other can be another shape.
There was one I was showing you once that I forgot where I saw the video. It was like one was like this and one was like this. I will look for that video and show you.
It happens.
There was some lady that sent her video to her husband. Meanwhile, instead of sending it to her husband, sent it to their church WhatsApp group. It was
Oh
in the
yes,
church
yes.
WhatsApp group
It was
for,
a pastor's wife, wasn't
yeah,
it?
pastor's wife, for like 3 seconds. The next thing was on Twitter. It don't go
She
better for church
sent. She
people.
was sending it to her
She was sending it
husband.
to her husband, but he mistakenly entered the church group. Before she could run there and quickly delete it like this. I want Kamaru Dean. Want to forward it. In 5 minutes, it was on Twitter.
I felt so bad.
And she was whining and trying to seduce her husband. So back to what I'm saying here. Cynthia was saying, don't set an age for marriage. For my own children, I tell them, I will not allow my child to marry before 28. Why? You need career stability. I don't want you to start chasing your career in your husband's house. That's where you want to start discovering yourself. Let the man marry you knowing what you already do. Is wisdom. Knowing what you already do. Okay, this is what you do. When I met you, this is what you were doing. Can I deal with it? I don't want to marry a girl and then she wants to tell me I marry you at 25 and then you tell me that you want to go into modeling. About we go quarrel tie. I don't want my wife displaying herself all over the place. But if I met you as a model, I now have the opportunity to ask myself, okay, do I love this woman enough to tolerate this? At least I'm entering this relationship with a clear head. I know what I want. And I can, all the while, the wicked one is you try to get her to stop modeling cleverly. Then when you marry, you now tell her to stop.
See, that's it. I still feel like there are people who will still enter their careers in their husband's home. But the thing is, what I see as wickedness as well, I'm just saying as well, is because you see this. I don't know if you've been keeping up with this thing that happened apparently with Chef Chi and apparently some other person trying to ruin the union, and the news is just coming out after the marriage, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, I don't know. She might not want to feed into the negativity because this is supposed to be a happy period and everything. And she got interviewed and all she could talk about is how Davido still inquires about her dreams, and I hope that he hopes she's still keeping at it, and stuff like that, like the things that she said she wanted to do before they got married. How far those things, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, imagine we're dating and you know that this is what I want to do, and then we get married and it's like you still want to do those things.
Let me give you an example.
But you met me knowing that this is what I wanted to do.
Let me give you an example. I met you as a banker. And I can cope with banking. Or you're a teacher. And then one day you come home and say you want to enter Big Brother. You want to go for Big Brother. Baba, no problem.
But can I also say something?
Yeah.
See, it's like, I'm just going to call this the wickedness of men now, because let me just tell you something. You guys don't like hearing talking stage, right? But can I tell you something? It is the most cliche of conversations. It's almost like, you see, anytime you want to say a meme that's trolling, I don't want to enter talking stage again. The question you see is, what's your favorite color? Everyone is started of what's your favorite color, right? It's also a thing to actually ask, what do you want to be in the future? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a normal, do you understand? So imagine what, and you know all these things about me. It's like, it's almost like the Halle Berry situation. Although, yes, I get, you met her as an actress still. But imagine you knew that this is what I wanted to do.
It's different. If I knew you always wanted to do it.
How won't you know as someone who dated me?
Good.
It's like them asking
do you know how many people
my
that
boyfriend, my favorite
you are dating a
know
girl
me.
and all of a sudden she says she wants to go into Big Brother? That's going to change the dynamic of your relationship or your marriage. How many women enter Big Brother and came out married? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just giving you the example. So let's pull back to the point, because I don't want us to lose focus. At 25, a woman's brain is fully developed, but she doesn't have the career stability at 25. I don't want my daughter to be in her husband's house and I'm sending feeding money. It makes no sense to me. If you, and I don't want your husband to be buying you pants, bra, tampon, all those. I don't want you. I want you to go into a marriage and be able to provide 50-50. Let it be your husband that will tell you that, look, I don't want you to provide 50-50, but I want you to have the ability to provide 50-50, because that's the only way you earn respect from a man.
Why can't you guys actually just be respectful? It's so funny every time I hear these things.
What's that?
It's like nobody actually trains you guys to just, oh, you know how like when children are growing up, like, oh, you treat people with respect. Men will actually only respect you if.
Oh yeah.
Like,
See.
have you ever heard
See.
of decorum?
No,
It's
no,
so
no, 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 no.
exciting.
Well,
Like,
by respect, it means there's a certain level of disrespect. Ask any woman, you will get if a man is buying everything for you 100%. There is a level of disrespect that comes with it. So, in an economy, I want my daughter to be able to provide for herself. You understand? I don't want anybody messing with your head and saying, hey, this how when you enter marriage, you will see once husband don't they buy you pant and bra, go don't enter. I'm not saying he travels and buys you something nice from Victoria's Secrets. Once a man begins to take care of 100% of your needs, the fact that the possibility that man will not insult you is very minimal. Because one day you annoy him and he will use it and stroke you and you not like. And I don't, you see, the worst, and here's why. I want you to be able to walk out of a relationship and still be able to take care of yourself. When a man knows that if I leave you, your only option is to go back to your parents, he will do you anyhow. Do you understand what I'm saying? If a man knows that you can't take care of yourself, it's either he's taking care of you or your parents are taking care of you, he will do you anyhow. He will treat you anyhow.
I don't know. This is funny. Dear, I need new bras and panties and towels.
You understand? So he will definitely treat you anyhow.
I know somebody who their parents are taking care of them. They just got married.
You understand?
We just graduated.
What business do you have getting married when you just graduated? You are not you might be mentally prepared, but you're not emotionally and psychologically prepared for the madness called marriage. It's a madness. And I've been married twice, so I can tell you for free that madness will calm you down, no matter the worry that is boiling in your head. Marriage will calm you down, or marriage will raise your blood pressure.
Doesn't it do both?
It does both. So you have to be able to you experience emotions you never experienced in your life when you enter marriage, and you have to learn how to contain those emotions. Mine like nuclear bomb where you put inside pockets. So here's the thing: you are 28 years old. You are the ideal age for marriage. You've been in and out of one or two relationships. They've broken your heart. You've broken people's hearts. You kind of have an understanding of marriage. Even if you are not at the peak of your career, you have kick-started your career. At least you have some direction. I was asking you today, where do you see yourself in 10 years, right? At least you have some map. It might not be a clear GPS map, but there's a drawing on paper that looks like a map that you are seemingly following. You understand? So I'm not handing over to a man, and inside the man's house today you want to be in Big Brother, tomorrow you want to work on the bank, next tomorrow you want to jump out to Canada, then next tomorrow you want to be a nurse. At least you have some sort of a flight path. So you are prime property for marriage. But what if the husband doesn't come? It's fine, no panic. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Husband doesn't come. 36, 37, 38, 39. You're a good woman, you're well brought up. By 39, 40, you have reached somewhere in your career. 40, there's still no man.
Are you ugly?
You're not ugly. There are many beautiful women.
I feel like
there
has to be a reason why you're not getting married.
There's just something. What if you've not just found the right guy?
That could be your problem. To you, there's no right guy. How do you go through life that way and you're not Or you don't go out. You stay in your house and think you find the right guy.
Even if you go out, now when you see, when
How
you
does
go
that
out, you
happen?
see it happens.
They are probably afraid of relationships and they don't know.
So what now happens is maybe whatever it is, by 40 you don't have it. You're not married.
It does. Someone said you're definitely picky. I understand being picky, but at this point, you know, sometimes your pickiness can be a problem. Sometimes perfectionism is a problem. So how do you know? She can be sweet and nice and everything. It doesn't mean she doesn't have a problem. How does that actually happen? And yes, that's why I say she ugly. Like, what exactly is?
Let
the
me give you
issue?
an example. A girl dated a guy for 5 years. She met him when she was 34, 33. Dated him till 38. The guy went to marry somebody else on a heartbeat because the girl didn't see the red flags. The family didn't like her. But she kept believing that the guy kept telling her that, don't worry, I'll go against my family, don't worry. And she kept believing him until one day the guy went to marry somebody else. Now this guy's married. She's 38. Because they've been in love for so long, they've been together for so long, she just can't pull up and walk away. So she pulls out, goes for 6 months, the guy comes to beg her again, she comes back into the relationship again, and she's like that in a holding pattern for another 3 years. By the time she finally has mind to leave, she's 41. She no longer has her pick in men again. At 41, I can guarantee you, you will not have your pick in men. You might be able to get a man, but you are not going to go shopping and say, I want this one. And it's no fault of her. She's not a bad girl. She just loved the wrong guy and invested in the wrong guy. So the guy wasted her time. So, at that 41, she wants to get pregnant and she wants to have a child. How am I going to tell her that God said you should not have a child? How do I read the Bible and negotiate it to suit a dogma that says it is sinful? Because from what I learned about morality and justice,
to have a child?
people, the church will tell you that you cannot, that you have to wait for somebody to marry you before you have a child. No Nigerian pastor will endorse you having a child without a husband. No Nigerian pastor will
I was about to
endorse
say
it.
something,
Say,
but
say,
that
say.
might now look sinful. I was gonna say, get pregnant, then the church will not be able to endorse abortion. Like, that's just what I was.
But you see, okay, we have Cynthia here. Cynthia, can you hear me? This auntie said I should send her, I should invite her. I've invited her, she can't hear me. Dear, finish the talk. Do you agree? Do you agree what your daughter just said? Say what you said again.
I said get pregnant so that they cannot endorse abortion.
You see, when you play silly games, you win silly prizes. When you start telling your children now that you cannot marry that guy, cannot marry that guy, cannot marry that guy, one day they could just go get belay. hide from you for 4 months, then come and meet you, whether you go come out the belly at 4 months. You understand? And they go don't go report you to pastor. See, if na me, for instance, I won't marry you and your papa say you no go agree, no problem. I will not get you pregnant. Then hide you from your parents for like 4-5 months. Then before I go and meet your parents, I'll first go and tell pastor, go and tell different people around. We will not go cast them. So that if your parents remove it, it will be a problem. But some parents will still drag you through and have that child removed. It happened to one girl that was dating one former presenter in Cool FM. May he so rest in peace now. The girl was pregnant. They wanted to marry. The mother took her and had that child removed.
Can you see what I'm talking about? I can't be that happy person with that parents. You see what I'm talking about?
You understand? We saw your very clean room.
Every time I do that, I don't know why.
You are using Android, Abby. And I saw Android, they cast people.
25. Oh, there's nothing to cast here.
Good evening, ma.
All right, so Cynthia, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Oh no, I thought initially the conversation was about Toke, but then I heard you people. You were
yeah, it's about Toke, but we're going around to get to where you are.
So I just feel that these things, two things can be right at the same time, and what works for A may not work for B. There's certain I am of the opinion that we should stop putting age limits on people, because putting age limits on people have made a lot of people make mistakes. It has caused a lot of depression when you see your peers achieving and being what society prescribed for them at a certain age or at a certain age bracket, and it's not happening for you. Then you feel pressured, you feel left out, and then it leads to depression and ultimately wrong decisions, or decisions you get to regret. So I just feel that everybody, see, my philosophy about life is I came alone, I'll go alone. You get? So I'm not necessarily confined to another person's prescription of how my life should go. There are certain women that their life begin at 40. There are certain women that their lives becomes over, or at least the first phase of their life becomes over at 25. Let's take a good example of my friend Stella Damasos. At 25, she had met her husband, who happened to be her sweetheart, father of her children. She had enjoyed that marriage, and by 25, she was a widow, right? And there are other women too who at 25 don't even know what they want, right? And somehow marriage does not happen for them until maybe later years. And when they find love eventually, they have all the experiences, coming from being single, dating multiple, dating people along the line until they get to where they are. Then they find somebody and get settled. So what works for A may not work for B. It is the same society that says, oh, you have to be married at 30. You have to be married at 35. Your time is gone. And so because of such societal prescription, a lot of women, maybe marriage eludes them at 30. At 35, they're still waiting, hoping. Meanwhile, the men in her, let's say in her horizon, already see her as, a forgotten speck, because society pins marriage limits at 30. And now she's 35 looking for someone to get married to. But people say your time has passed, right? But then she doesn't want to have kids because she doesn't want to be seen as a single mother. So she is stuck. She becomes stuck. This same society who feel that people should be married at 30, or if they're 35 and not married, their time is gone, are the same people that if you buy At 50, oh, well, she for just born one. Even if now one, oh, she not born. It's the same society. The same society. So I just think that people should just do what works for them. Because some person who never predicted the economic shift, the environmental shift, the technological shift, was the one who came up with this idea of a woman has to be married at 30. That person is long gone. Wherever this ideology came from, the person never anticipated the 2025. A lot has changed. In the past, when you see a man who's 30, he's ready to get married, he's prepared, he's mentally there, mentally ready to become a father, a husband. He's just ready for life, right? At 30, bam. Today's 30-year-olds don't even know what they want to become in life. I'm not talking about what they want as far life. They don't even know what profession. So we have a lot of 30-year-olds that don't even know what they want to do with their lives. So I just honestly think that the time has changed. If we don't change with the times, we will be stuck in a certain time space, and it's not going to work. Look around you, men, women, people, the same society asking people to get married. Oh, you have to get married. I still the one saying marriage is a scam. The same society that says, oh, if you don't marry, a woman start. Yes, women have the biological clock thing. I get it. And I will tell you that as a woman, if marriage is not happening for you at a certain age, and you have the means to take care of a child, and it's your desire to become a mother, go for it. I'm not saying follow I'm not prescribing, I'm just giving my opinion. Before somebody would jump on here and fight me. This is my opinion. And we all have various levels to this, how we see life. This is just how I see life. The pressure on people to get married has made a lot of people compromise and the effects of such compromises they live with till this day. There are people who have their spouses, they take one look at this. A friend of mine told me, anytime I look at my husband, it just they do me make I just put pillow on top of his head, sit down on top. But she's married. Friends of mine that married in their 20s, their early 20s to their mid 20s, they're all divorcees today. So there is no hard and fast rule to this thing. I am not a societal conformist. I am just someone who just believes that you do what works for you. The same person who tells you, oh, if you have a child out of wedlock, or if you're a single mother, is bad, is probably the one chopping, beating every day in the hands of her husband, enduring all kinds of abuses, probably living with HIV that her husband brought from outside and gave to her in the house. Like, it's just different levels to this thing. Just because you are single, being single is not a crime, first of all. Being single is not a crime. The Bible didn't say that everybody will get married. It's not. Show me the place in the Bible. The Bible only said that it is not good for man to be alone. And for this cause shall he leave his father and mother and cleave to the wife. But he didn't say, the Bible did not say that everybody will be married. It's the same Bible that said at some point in life it will be how many to one? It's the same. So,
but you see, the problem with the Bible and using the Bible as any form of measurement is the lack of univocality of the Bible. The Bible does not have a central message. The Bible says different things at different times. And if you are unable to figure out what the message to the audience is, you will use the Bible to delude yourself and shortchange yourself. Because let me bring your mother's chips.
That's why I started out from a point of
and then my
reality.
granite on top of the fridge.
That's why I started out from a place of societal expectation and the reality of our times. And that's why I said, you see, you that is talking about John here, I will embarrass you and I will embarrass him.
Sorry,
Please be warned.
I have
Give
a
yourself some
legend. Help me put it in the
sense,
freezer.
okay? Give yourself
There,
some sense.
bend down. Just go there. That's it. Done right there. No,
So
that's
back to
Red
what I
Bull.
was saying.
Legend is next to it. That's it. Put it in the freezer. I'm listening to you. I'm just hungry. The weather is cold, so I'm just hungry.
Right.
Someone said I should invite John.
The weather is cold, so you're not.
I will embarrass you. I will call you out. I'll embarrass you and embarrass him. Don't do that here. Don't do that here. So at the end of the day, people should do what works for them.
Where is
Please
you?
wait till this person. Make I embarrass them. I will embarrass you here now. This a nice person. This person here talking. But anyways, I just feel that gone are the days when someone else just stands and begins to predict, prescribe how a person's life should go. It's not, things are not the way they used to be. In the past, we enjoyed good economy, good leadership, steady economy to where every graduate was at least guaranteed of some kind of income. I'm not saying and I'm not advocating for people to be single. Understand my point. My point is, if it doesn't work out for you and you have the means and you have the desire to be a parent, strong emphasis on having the means, because I do know people who do not have the means. They are actually, and they're populating this world with children they can't cater to or take care of. So if you have the means and somehow being joined together in holy matrimony with someone is not working out for you, you desire to have a child, again, strong emphasis on having the means. I'd say go for it.
Somebody send me a request. Who is this? Oh my goodness. It's John.
My name is John.
Cynthia.
So that the freeze.
Greet on ourselves now.
So freeze.
The freeze. Basically, I understand what the society thinks about these things, as in, if her biological clock is ticking and menopause is approaching, she's allowed to have a child. But our problem with that particular lady is she was the one going about telling people not to have children. If she was not having children, she was obviously flying in private jets that she wouldn't show the face of the other person in the private jet. Now she is pregnant. How does that add up? In this world, we want people to practice what they preach. If you're preaching celibacy, be celibate. Because I don't know how you will be saying A and be doing B. That is how the one that was the blogger came and started her own missionary journey. And the next thing, bam, Bele, don't born the pikin today. For who? Rumor, allegedly a married man. So when these things are said, it's not like they are not anybody stopping anybody from doing what he or she wants. But practice what you preach. That's what we're saying. If you are preaching A, it is wrong for a pastor to be saying, thou shalt not steal, but he's the one that goes out in the night to go and rob banks. That's all what we are saying. And also, this is about society and clock. I don't understand how in our places of work, in our career, we give ourselves KPIs, key performance indexes. At certain time of the year, you should have achieved so. At certain time of the year, you must have brought in certain revenue for those that are salespeople. But when it comes to our life, we don't want to give ourselves KPIs. We feel it's whenever we start at 50. Any person that is 30 that does not know what he wants to be in this life is a moron. That person is wrong. Because right from when I was still in secondary school, I was going to my guidance and counselor, and he was counseling me on what I want to be. So the fact that there are people who have failed in life, it is not a yardstick for measurement for people who want to achieve something in life. That's just the
Can I say
basics.
something?
I don't understand how we will be measuring our achievements with people who are failures.
Now, sorry, can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
Did you hear about the person who owned Booker Hot who is now late?
He committed suicide.
Exactly.
He
And
pied himself.
that was a successful person. So this idea of what success is also a problem. Do you understand? I can become so wealthy in the finance world and everyone
Hello.
looks at me like I'm so successful and everything, but that might not have been what I wanted to do. I might have had the
Yeah.
brains to be a gynecologist, and my parents, everybody wants some sort of validation, and for some people it comes from their parents. And then I'm
Yeah.
this
So
successful gynecologist. I'm Benedicta Cassie self, but I wanted to be an artist. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
success.
wait, I'm not
Let me
done.
just.
I'm not done because when
Okay.
you said people at 30 are morons, your next line had to start with because from the moment that's using yourself as the yardstick.
A 30-year-old that doesn't know what he wants to do in this life is a bloody moron, not just a moron, a bloody one.
Damn.
Because there's a saying that says a fool at 40 is a fool forever. A fool at 40 is a fool till eternity. Your development, your brain, the last stage of development of the human brain ends at 22, 23, 24. At 25, you are fully developed as a human, except you have some medical conditions, which is an exemption. If you have a fully developed brain, why won't you have a direction? The fact that you have a fully developed brain and not have a direction is the definition of the word moron.
No, but you're acting like life is black and white and everything is linear.
Auntie, life is black and white.
I was waiting for you to say it.
No,
Now,
hold
now,
on.
do you see?
Hold
There
on.
was a
I want
time.
to say something before we go any further. There's something I said before you came on, John. I said at 28, you have an idea of what direction your career is going to take. It might not be a GPS map, but even if it's one little line drawn on a piece of paper that gives you some sort of map. I said it, if you remember. At 28, by 19, I knew where I was going in life.
Right. Let me just keep it something.
Wait. Can I say something?
Career-wise.
Can I say something? Can I say something very quickly?
Please, let me just say something. Why do you think it's almost impossible to find a musician who started music at 35? Every musician in this world, every footballer in this world started early. At 35, you're done.
Yeah.
Every musician in this world, even though the Modu Black that blew when he was 30-something, started very, very early when he was 20-something. So let's stop all these try to whitewash this and try to.
It's not whitewashed as well. It's not whitewashed at all. Now, what I was going to say.
At least, Freeze, you know this being in the industry, right? Freeze. You know the Toke story. So it's not like she carried on, like, and decided, oh, I'm here. I'm going to live this life and not have a kid. She was happily married. Her marriage unfolded in front of us. We saw how that went down, right? She was married and she was hoping for a child. So her story is a public one. It's not like we don't know how that ended. And we're not going to rehash it here. However, post that marriage, and I know Toke personally. I've known her from school. And somehow things didn't happen the way she went on, and she found success on different layers: her personal blog, her radio career, and her
Let me tell you something about Toke Makinwa that you guys don't know. Even though Toke and I don't talk. Toke Makinwa and I did what was that thing you do before you get on the radio? Auditioned. We auditioned for Cool FM the same period. The same year.
Right.
She was in Unilag then.
Yes.
Let
What I was going to say. No,
Honestly,
no,
nobody cares about her past. I don't give a flying rat. I don't give a flying rat about her past.
To, you know, what try I have a problem with,
what I have a problem is, she deceiving young girls and trying to. She deceiving young girls and trying to behave as if she does not do.
Guys, one by one, we can't hear any one of you. Who goes first?
me.
I was already talking.
Okay, John, please let her finish.
Very recently, she celebrated her unborn child. I don't know if the baby's here now, because most people have a way of celebrating after the baby's here. They keep it close to their chest. But the thing is, she's at a point where after seeing what she wrote, you could tell that she has been on this journey for a very long time to have a child. My take is, somebody is not feeding you, if somebody is not paying your bills, if somebody is not related to you and you are not living your life for someone, I don't think a random stranger off of the internet who probably cannot hold a touch to you in real life, because you know everyone is a giant on social media until you meet them in real life. I don't think that some stranger off of the internet can come and try to dictate how a person lives her life. I would say
why is she dictating how others live their own lives?
I would say that we should celebrate her and we should, you know, just felicitate with her, because
why is she dictating how others live their own lives?
Wait.
Out of life, and
now,
I think it's worth celebrating.
Why is she dictating
can I
how
say?
others live their own lives?
Can I say something? And in your bid,
when the lady dictates how others live their lives, you clap for her.
Okay.
When others dictate how she should live her life, her promiscuous life, you say we are wrong. Well, unfortunately, I reserve the legal right to think whatever I want to think. If you pain you, you can't beat me if you drop bellyful. One, she has no reason to come on the internet and deceive our young women, lie to our young women, mislead our young women while she's at the backyard collecting bola. Please, she has no reason. Practice what you preach. If you know you cannot, if I know I cannot abstain from women, I cannot come and start telling men, leave women are this, women are that. No, that would be very foolish of me.
That's done.
Practice what you preach. You cannot be preaching A and be practicing B.
Okay, I just want to ask one question now, because like all the other things I wanted to say that nobody allowed me to say, I've forgotten. So
my darling, please go ahead.
I'm going to say is, because it seems like you're very passionate about preaching, but I feel like one verse that I will always like is, if you are without sin, cast the first stone, because I'm very sure
No,
I didn't say that you said anything, but I didn't say you said anything, but I didn't. You just called her promiscuous and said she's a bloody this and a plenty of that.
We're not talking about sin here.
Okay.
It's not sin. Hypocrisy and sin are two different things.
Okay.
Well, you know, you're a hypocrite.
Now,
When
wait.
you're a hypocrite, you could be a sinner and you're telling people to be righteous. Or you could be righteous and you could be telling people to sin.
You're paying so much attention to the words literally. What I'm just trying to say, you don't make mistakes, right?
No.
You don't make mistakes, right?
No.
You're flawless as an individual.
No.
There's nothing you've ever told.
If I make mistakes,
yes.
If I make mistakes, let's say I'm supposed to keep this phone here.
Yes.
And I mistakenly keep it here. I won't come and start telling people that you must keep this phone here. I will tell them that you could mistakenly keep this phone here, just like I did.
So what do you want from her now? You want her to come and say that I made a mistake?
What I expected of her is stop deceiving young women and telling them how you should avoid men. Like, you know, the blogger was telling women that you should be celibate. Next thing, Belle, I allegedly it was for a married man. I wonder how the married man put this thing inside that Belle. Whether it was through diffusion or osmosis, but somehow he entered.
It's for a married man.
Is it a married man? We can't confirm.
It's for a married man.
Wait, so you're saying all this based on allegedly?
When these people come out and mislead young women.
Okay, yeah. Cynthia wants to say something. Let's hear Cynthia.
When she celebrated her unborn child, right? Did she allude to who she was pregnant by?
Not that I remember.
Okay, not that I know.
For someone now. Is she pregnant for?
Now, she can also be pregnant for no one. She can be pregnant for no one if she goes to a sperm bank.
Daddy Freeze. I see. Those people that pay for those private jets are the people they get pregnant for. So
Dr. Peter, you know I'm
Do
putting
you
my
realize that you're saying all this off information that you don't actually have?
I'm eager to hear your take on this thing. I'm waiting for intellectual conversations. Please say something. Let's hear from you.
Daddy Freeze, good evening.
Good evening.
John, good evening. Cynthia, good evening. How far, Baba? I did. So I wrote down a couple of points. So I'm going to go through them. I think about just 3 points, basically.
When a doctor comes to the conversation, he comes with points.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
When it comes to life, there are stages in life, basically. So first, you're born, and then you go through the nursery, down to primary, down to secondary. If you want to further, go down to the university, or if you want to do handwork, you go to colleges and all of that. So at that stage, I think I did my secondary school in Nigeria, and after my GSS3, there is something that is usually written on the result. They will say science-oriented, commercial-oriented, and arts and social sciences-oriented, something like that. So from that stage onward, you sort of know that you're sort of leaning towards the line of sciences, but what particular profession are you leaning towards is not still clear until you do your the UTME. Now, so at the time you get into the level, so I'm going to restrict myself to the level of university now. So sometimes you go into the university, for instance, you already have a predefined course you want to study. Many a times people who want to study medicine, they will end up in microbiology. But let's just assume that you're already in the university, then you're studying something. Now, give or take, you should be able to graduate from a Nigerian university on average 5 years. Now, you do the maths of the age, for what I just calculated, at that stage, in this current age and time, we have people graduating from Nigerian university at the age of 25, okay? Then you go for 1 year NYC service, and then you're 26. Now, whilst you're in your finals at the university, you should be able to figure out what you really want to do. And you do not need to get to 30 before you figure that out. And the reason why I'm saying that is this. So I'm a scientist, right? And I did biochemistry as my first degree in Nigeria. And when I was running up my biochemistry degree, I had two options: to go back to medicine or to do masters in molecular biology. And I was offered admission to go back to medicine. As at the time I got the admission for medicine, I was working with one of the top telecommunications in Nigeria. And I said, you know what? I'm not going back to medicine. I've always loved lecturing. So from my, let's say, secondary school days, I usually teach from my secondary school days. So I knew that the teaching line was my path from the very beginning, right? So I knew that from the very beginning. So I started tailoring my education and academic qualification to ensure that it aligns with that particular criteria of becoming a lecturer. So fast forward, I was on my master's degree. I left Nigeria for my master's degree. I sponsored my master's degree, basically. I paid off the tuition fee from the work I was doing in Nigeria. Then I moved over. Then I went back to Nigeria. I got my first lecturing position.
Can you tell the people who are commenting to
I
stop
finished my...
What are they saying?
He's a geeky boring.
No, guys, come on. Can we hear Dr. Peter out? I will lock the comment section. Dr. Peter, please continue what you're saying.
Dr. Peter, please continue. We like hearing from...
Like, I'm really enjoying it. I just don't get...
timelines for themselves and achieve those timelines. So, at 25, 26, you're done with your education, basically at the level of tertiary, and you should sort of figure out what you really want to do. Now, let's say at 30, you know what you want to do. Now, in my own profession,
or I've had this statement a couple of times, that in any profession kind of, in the first 5 years, you are echo, so you're not really an authority. Then in the next second 5 years again, which is now 10 years, you become an authority. So if you're in your 30 and then you're able to figure out what you want to do, it means that by the time you are 40, you become an expert in that area of choice. Okay? Now, the reason why that is also important for your finances is because the more advanced and specialized you become in a particular field, the more your earning power goes up. Yes, that is why there is a clear-cut difference between graduate entry salary and someone who has 10 years experience in a particular field. So you really need to actually figure out what you want to do before you clock that 30. And I actually support what Daddy Freeze was saying when it comes to the female child. Like, you should have a sort of a rough idea. It may not be so clear, but you should have a rough idea what you want to do in life, basically. I worked in the bank. I also worked in telecommunication. But whilst I was in those two industries, I knew where I was heading. And where I was heading was pure academia. So that's why I say there is a clear stage in life. And once you follow through that particular stage, then you can say, this is what I want to do. There are instances where that will not be the case. Okay, there are persons that, okay, they try to do all of their best and eventually nothing works out. So there is that particular instance. Exemptions. You need to actually create your own path yourself and leave the uncertainty for the universe. Let it be that I tried, but I failed. Not that I had no effort whatsoever. Now, the other point I want to make is, the other point I want to make is, when you put your life out there on social media, in the public domain, it becomes everyone's business. Absolutely. When you write a book about yourself, it becomes everyone's business. Absolutely. And as such, every single person can have their own opinion about what they think they know about such a person, right? Absolutely. So for me, if you're putting yourself out there, basically, John mentioned a couple of persons, which I'm also aware of those information as well. There was someone that said that was actually promoting celibacy, I think about 2 or 3 years ago. And then we saw the opposite of that. Oh no, it was 6 years ago. Time flies fast. Okay. And we saw the opposite of that. Now, what that means is this, and it goes back to the way our society is structured right now. I made a comment in some other platform when the Shomole case came on board, and I said the law should have come hard on the Shomole Act and all of those kind of things, because we are laying antecedents. Before you knew it, Kwan 1 came into the picture. Before you knew it, Kwan 2, Kwan 3, and all of that. Now, what we're doing is there is Kwan 3. There's Kwan 3. There's Kwan 3. There's Kwan 3.
Who is Kwan?
The girl is Kwan 2.
Okay, that was so funny.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't. I thought everyone was on the same page. My apologies.
No, I was, but I had to be sure in case I was not up to date.
Oh, yeah. Kwan 3, yeah. Now, when you decide to put yourself out there in the public domain, there are some certain characteristics you should exhibit. And once you exhibit those characteristics, there are people that are actually looking up to you directly or indirectly. As such, you have a social responsibility to act in a certain way. Okay? So for me, I think if you're saying that, oh, this is what I believe in, stand in what you believe in, and show that this is what I believe in. And when you do change your opinion or you do change your stance, because people do reflect, because this person who is pregnant now, I think I listened to them a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying that if they are given the opportunity, they can become a third or fourth wife, right? So what I deduce from that, right? Okay. Yeah, what I deduce from that statement is they've done a moment of reflection and say, you know what, I think I misplaced, or maybe I went wrong in this area. Had misplaced priorities. This is not the way I should have addressed this particular instance at that time, based off of the knowledge I had at that particular instance, because people do evolve over
God have
time.
mercy. You see how he just said misplaced priorities. Wait, no, we're not waiting. Please, no, you didn't even take off. You didn't even take off. Please.
No.
priorities. The fact that you misplaced your priorities does not make you right. Does not make you a sane person. It makes you a moron.
Oh my God.
That's
Now,
why it's called misplaced priorities. In economics, there's what we call the scale of preference. If you put what is supposed to be at the lowest cadre of your scale of preference on top, it makes you a moron. That is misplaced priorities.
okay.
If I'm supposed to have a baby at 28, and at 28 I was busy distributing my kidney to every Tom, Dick, and Harry and flushing it inside WC, and I have a baby at 50, I start doing school runs at 50, start waking up at midnight at 50, I misplace priorities. It doesn't make it right. It makes me a moron.
Dr. Peter.
Okay.
It makes me a moron.
Maybe a moron is a stretch. It makes you wrong. It makes you
human. I'm tired. I'm just gonna say
Maybe
it.
not.
It makes you like you made a mistake. Look, all I was going to say
Why
is
do you guys want to legalize mistakes?
it is not. Wait. You said legalize. Do you realize that it's not illegal? Okay, put her in prison.
For crying out loud, okay.
Put her in
I go and
prison.
rob a bank. I made a mistake.
Oh my God, she did something that only affected her. Wait, now look. What I was going to say. What I was going to say. When he said that thing about she's done some reflection, which people do and which people should do. Which people should, of course, but that's the thing. If you keep going like this, you're not ever going to sit down and reflect.
Do you know that people who hire people and are in prison do some reflections also?
Okay, so she should go
but
to
John,
prison.
comparing
You're being an extremist.
carry belle to
Unless you carry the
person.
belly for you, then I don't really get why so extreme.
That is nobody is saying that. Say she carry belly. Say she did wrong.
Do you know I still have not landed?
Nobody's saying
Wait.
that. What
I
we are
understand
saying
where
is-
John is coming from. It's just that John is stretching it too much.
You're
What we are
over
saying-
exaggerating.
What we are saying is that difference. Let me give you an example. It's just like me. I don't like single mothers. I have said it openly, and I'll say it openly anywhere in the world, and nobody can do any shit about it. Tomorrow, you see me get married a single mother. Is that not hypocrisy?
What if you reflected? What if you finally
No, I
found
love-
it?
Do you know I was thinking it's like I was meant to be on this live because I was sitting down. I was sitting down in my room one day, yeah. And I remember thinking there are guys or there are girls who thought in a certain way, and then it's like I thank God that you've actually changed and I'm watching you grow. And I realized that there are people who can't shake that. It's like let people evolve, let people change. That's what life's about. I'm still not done. You also have to let people learn.
The evolution you're talking about is from bad to good, not from good to bad.
Oh my God. So what you should do to the wait. Anyways, still let me land. The thing is, you said she misplaced her priorities. What was the priority? To have a child at a certain age.
No, the priority is deceiving young girls not to raise a family and now go from the back and collect bola.
Is that what she said? That young girls should not raise families? Is that what she said?
These people were anti-relationships. They were anti-relationships. You need to see where we're coming from.
To an extent, John is right here.
That she was telling people
That
not to raise
yeah,
families.
not to raise family. They were more like independent girl kind of pee.
Independent girl, I got the bag, carry the bag.
That's not the same. You were just talking about independent girls as well. Why is it a problem when women talk about women being independent?
No. As in, they don't need relationship. They don't need this. Yeah.
No. Please let me.
I don't think that's what she was talking about.
Has she stopped being independent though? Is she still independent or not?
Like I don't get it.
Who is who pays for the private jet? Is that
Is she
independence?
still independent or not?
She the enter person private jet. Is it
Let me hand over to Dr. Peter. Dr. Peter, now you go judge this matter.
The message that she left on her page. If you recall, because I'm sure we all read the message she left on her page, she gave credit to a certain hospital that walked her through this journey. You need to have half a brain to understand or at least deduce her path. If she didn't say, oh, whether or not I got pregnant naturally or it was, through other means, she gave credit to a hospital and said, when I thought our hope was lost. So you all
So that means she cannot conceive naturally. Is that what you're saying? Because if all hopes were lost, that means she tried natural conception and it didn't work.
And she's also, over the years, especially after her failed marriage, talked about her personal experiences in relationships. I do not think that I have seen one episode of Toke's, and despite the fact that I know her one-on-one, and she used to be my friend, we just lost touch when I left Nigeria. But I don't think that the few times I ran into her vlog, she ever talked about people not getting married. I don't think I've ever seen one episode.
See, I'll continue to say this thing.
She talks about, independence, empowerment, having your own, doing for yourself, and then she's about the life that she can afford. I don't think she's come on this live to ask any one of us here for money to buy or fund anything.
No, because she feels we can't afford the things she wants.
She has businesses to back it up. We know how much she used. I don't know if she's still on. Is she still on the radio? But I know she was making a decent income on the radio, and then she launched her own vlog that took off on YouTube and on other social media spaces. And also, she has her TM line that is doing very well, a luxury line. So is she still independent or not? That's my question.
Amen.
Did Toke come out on any one of her platform to ask young ladies not to get married? Because to the best of my recollection is that she's always talked about herself. It's always been centered around her. She's never said, oh, women, maybe disregard your husbands or go do X, Y, Z. I don't think I've seen one.
Okay, John, over to you. Cynthia has raised a valid point.
It's just as like you hate when people change their mind. I can change my mind
the
tomorrow.
first person to fight Two-Face when he had a problem with Annie?
Can I say something?
I asked a question.
Yes, I'm listening.
Cynthia, Toke and Tiwa, if I remember with clarity, were the first to fight Two-Face.
In Tiwa's marriage scandal. Two-Face's marriage scandal.
Oh my John, your brain na encyclopedia. How you take remember all these things?
But for like social events and stuff.
When I come with facts.
Please, you did not come with a fact. You don't know that she got pregnant for a married man.
She has a way of. See, Daddy, please, let me give you
I'm not in the Daniela is hosting me. I'm just you guys. I just want to hear and learn today.
Let me give you guys an example. Let me give you guys an example.
I'm listening.
If I have a friend, if Doctor is my friend now, and Doctor calls me and tells me that I'm divorcing my wife, as a true friend, the first thing I should tell him is, dude, what's going on? Have you reconsidered this? Come, let's have a drink. But if Doctor calls me and tells me I'm divorcing you and my wife, I'll tell him, yes, divorce her. That's your wife, I don't even like her.
Do you know that sounds like you?
Anti-relationship.
Free.
Anti-relationship. As a friend, the first thing you should do is to try to mediate, do conflict resolution. That is what even the court does. That is why a court will not grant you a divorce absolute, except they'll tell you guys to go back home and work.
I'm not part of this thing. Make una sort them out. You are in charge.
Someone who jumps on every. Once you see that two of you have problem, she don't carry her for head. On ring lights.
But John has a point here.
No. When
The way she jumped in.
Yeah. Wait, when Tiwa and Toke, I read the write-up. I think what she was saying is, we got you. Right? Was that not what the write-up was about? Well, because at the time when Enoch came out to announce his split from her, a lot of people were speculating that she was receiving care somewhere. So a lot of people, not just Tiwa and Toke, a lot of people felt that the timing was wrong and it was a cruel move. And so Tiwa and
now you and Cynthia. Wait, you and Cynthia that say people can make up their mind. When Two-Face got up one day and decided that Annie was no longer, people can change their mind, yes. When Two-Face got up one day and decided that Annie is no longer good for him, he wants something better or he wants to move on. Why were you, Cynthia, one of the people that were fighting Two-Face?
So why did you say me and Cindy? I never
Because
called
no,
you
you didn't fight Two-Face,
Two-Face.
A lot
but
of
you
people.
said
I
that
didn't fight him.
you
I
did
didn't
though.
fight him.
You did though.
I said no. I said it's not his first rodeo, and I guarantee
You even called him a
it's
moron. I mean, there was a name you called him.
No, I didn't call him a moron.
Who was there in
said
that
it's not his
live?
I said it's not his first rodeo.
There was a name. Let's ask the
Let me
public.
tell you.
Guys,
Yes,
there was a
who they
name
look at.
Cynthia called Tubaba and
Peanuts.
his girlfriend.
No.
Sorry, and his new
No,
wife.
I said this is no. It wasn't a moron. I said this is
Either
a
two fools or something.
No, I said something moves. No, I said something moves. I really can't remember.
They will
I said
remember for you
something-
today. Don't worry.
But I said no. But I said this is not his first rodeo, and it really isn't. It really isn't. We've been there since the
Jensen.
whole from Pero to Carole Canem.
Look at everybody saying yes, she did. Yes, she did. Everybody say everybody. We're all there. It was public.
That's okay. It's not his first rodeo. It will not be his last rodeo.
Daddy Freeze, please, I want to say something. Like,
Yes.
all these people saying that John is bitter. I'm not bitter.
Hey, Belinda, that's the word you call them, clowns.
Yes. I said that was a clown ass move. It was.
Hey, you said these clowns.
No. I said that was a clown ass move.
No, that was not your word. You said they were. Okay, guys, let's read the comment section. There were people.
It can be that can be.
Yeah, same thing. Same potato. Okay.
Just read the comments.
At the point.
Pop my money gun, guys. We cannot be having this much fun. And money guns are not flying. Super chat, super stickers.
Please pop his money gun. A lot of people were saying the timing was wrong. Was my point. People said he was receiving care, right? So my point is, why do this now at a point where this young girl is receiving care? This timing, come on. I'm not saying don't go do what you don't want, whatever you want to do. You can withhold people from doing what they want to do.
Which one is timing? Person say no one marry again. They don't break up since last year. Then you can't get care now. Then I no go announce what I don't they do since last year because you dey hospital now. Yeah.
That freeze. I don't understand what these people are talking about. It's okay for a woman to leave a man when he goes to prison.
Somebody say John fix Cynthia.
But it's not okay for a man to leave a woman when she's mad.
Please, I'm interacting with 2 people here, 3 windows here. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't pull me into.
Oh yeah, it's okay. John, continue what you are saying. I'm listening to you.
Let's put a pin there, please.
Oh yeah.
So back to what I was saying, I did not say that. Like again, I will revert to what I said initially. I said this societal, putting society putting benchmarks and pinning certain. How many? Okay, let's just call a thing a thing. How many people in Nigeria today are living their dreams? How many people in Nigeria are doing what they set out to do?
Me.
We want to talk society. Let's talk society.
Me.
How many people in Nigeria are doing what they want to
I'm
do?
living my dream.
Lots of people who say they are graduates or who say they set out to do this, but somehow either Nigeria failed them or Nigeria happened to them or they weren't given a chance and today they find themselves doing this. Half of the population are online begging.
How far, brother? Kilo Shele.
Nigeria did not fail me.
No, they never even called me.
Oh, doctor, what do you think?
So, for instance,
Abi, did they forget?
we have quite a number of medical doctors in
Okay.
Nigeria, and they set out to become medical doctors.
Oh yeah,
Good
please.
doctors, yes.
I go pain me.
We have lawyers.
In my
Someone
journey,
said Daddy Free is living his dream.
electrical
Yep.
engineering.
I'm living my dream in Nigeria.
Today I'm a practicing electrical engineer.
Again, like I said initially, if you want to have a public opinion, ensure that by the time you switch your initial stand, you make it clear to the public. The person we're discussing about right now actually said you have to secure the bag, and the bag
she
was
did.
more. Yeah, the bag was more important than the relationship. That was the message they were pushing at the time. Secure the bag. Now, if you have a society who vast majority lack critical thinking, what are you sending across? It is better to remain silent than push a narrative to a certain set of audience who may likely not be able to critically appraise a particular statement and follow through with what you're saying. So,
But also don't forget too that alongside her messages too, she was also chronicling the failure of some relationships she's gotten into, and she was vulnerable enough to say, the thing that that's how I fell in love at this time, and what my eyes saw, what that person showed me.
Well, a lot of persons,
so it's not like she wasn't in relationships. It's not like she didn't want to prosper relationships.
Yeah, I get your point. But a lot of persons would have followed the initial advice they were rolling out at the very beginning, right? Without the capability to sort of analyze to say, do I really need to follow what this person is saying? So that's the point I'm standing on, that when it comes to some certain issues, we should not be absolute. And that is why in sciences, we use the word maybe, most likely, because we are trying to be very careful in the way we put our statements. So if you're a media person, you should also be very careful to say, whatever I'm saying is not absolute. You should put a caveat. But what they were saying at the time was pure, like, go for the bag, and go for the bag.
But she went for the bag. She secured the bag, right? Did she not?
Wait, there's an age limit on social media, right? There is an age limit on social media. And I'm sure that's for good reason.
Please, can you give me 30 seconds of your time? There's a lady
of all
here,
our time.
any of you people's time. There's a lady here, any expensive. She called me a lunatic. I think you should go home, open your mom's bum. It's a need to call it a lunatic.
He's okay. Calm down. Calm down.
Just allow it. You've been calling people bloody morons.
See. No. The people in the comment section too can be very stupid.
They are very annoying and they are very rude. But I'm just saying, since everyone has been insulting everyone, it's just...
Okay, guys, in the comment section, if you insult anybody again, I'll remove you.
You don't actually.
He
just said... No, he said he has the right to insult back. I'm saying no, in general, we've been insulting people.
But I just insulted back. The person that insulted can insult me too.
John, I've allowed you to take seconds.
Why is it fire with fire? There should not be fire.
Self-reflection, and that's how they become better persons in life. Okay? So that is why if someone is trying to advise you, for instance, just know that they are advising you based off from the knowledge they have at that time. The burden lies on you to go back and say, am I going to follow this through 100%, or I'm going to also do my own critical analysis to see if what they are saying is right or if what they are saying is wrong. So in defense of Toke Makinwa again, I can say that if she was saying secure the bag, that's your own business. You can as well say, you know what, I'm going to follow through what this person is saying at the detriment of other things, or I'm going to analyze both sides of the argument to say, okay, should I go for what they are saying, or should I just say, okay, take what is for me and then bin the rest in the trash? But again, we have a society, that is why the government coming, and that is where society comes as well, where we need people to be well educated, to have that critical thinking capability.
Religion no agree us get critical thinking, no doctor.
Exactly. So, and again, that same burden lies on those influencers to say, you know what, I need to be very careful in the way I roll out certain information to the public, given the state of the public or society at the same time. So it lies on both sides, please.
But when she talked about secure the bag, my point is, if we keep saying that she was pushing out a narrative saying secure the bag, if she was some brokey somewhere, I will understand you. I'm trying to understand. Did she not secure the bag though? She did.
I don't know why secure the bag is such an offensive statement. Please, no. I'm not even talking about what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, why is that even a point for? So she told women to not like relationships because please, I hope everyone was here from the beginning of the live. And if you were not, I'll just tell you, my parents preach to me every day, secure the bag. Every day, secure the bag. So maybe you're going to...
Securing the bag is not a problem.
But that is what you took out of context and made it into...
Securing the bag is not a problem.
Remember that this girl
it's just like you telling a man. It's just like you telling a man. It's just like you telling Doctor, give me 1 minute. It's just like you telling a newly married man who have kids to secure the bag. So what you're telling him is your priority is to secure the bags. and not your family.
I thought you said that she was sending this out to young, small girls, and how I don't understand where you.
So she's sending it out to young girls in relationships that the most important thing in their lives is to secure the bags.
I think
Which
like
might not be wrong. But sometimes when you say these things, remember you're speaking to an audience that might not be able to comprehend, like a lot of people on social media. So what you're trying to tell them is do everything you can to secure the bag, including prostitution.
But do you realize that you cannot blame Toke Makinwa for the actions of these people who actually saw you must be 18 plus? You must be 18 plus before you're even on social media.
Excuse me, madam. Did you watch the last interview of the U.S. Congress with Mark Zuckerberg?
No.
Okay.
I did.
He was made to publicly apologize to every parent that their underage child was exposed to nudity on Instagram and Facebook. Was he responsible for the way that underage students on Instagram? He's not responsible for that. But he was held accountable. That's what accountability means. When you're speaking and you control an audience, you are accountable for what those audience take out from what you say. If I'm saying something that is insightful, I might not mean it to be insightful, but if it incites the audience, I'll be charged for incitation of violence.
Wait, let's come
So as he has apologized, he has stopped.
Like people who have brains now.
Prince, let's come back to the crux of this thing, which is she announced her pregnancy. When she announced her pregnancy, she gave credit to a certain hospital and said, when I thought all hope was lost, and when I thought that God had forgotten me, I don't know, we all, they say 10 people can't see one thing in one way. They will see it in 10 different ways. But what I deduced from that message is, I have been trying to be a mom, and I thought it was impossible. But through my affiliation with this hospital, somehow, whatever, and I'm not saying it's IVF, I'm not there. Maybe it was from the prenatal stage, because I have not been in touch with Toke, and I haven't reached out to her since I saw this message. But what I could deduce, reading off of her testimony on the internet, is I have been trying to be a mom.
Why you saying she's barren?
She did not say I have been trying to be a wife. That's a testimony for that. Whether or not she wanted to, that's up to her. But that's not the message she put out. The message that she put out was, I've been working on this journey, and I thought God had forgotten me. And just when, and he's never laid something along.
In one of our podcasts as well, where she was saying that she was trying. Yeah. So I heard.
So are you saying she's barren? Is that what you're saying? She has been trying.
So this is something she walked into consciously, right? Meanwhile, she secured the bag, right? She has legit means of livelihood that we can see. Some people have livelihood we cannot pinpoint, we cannot see. We only see spendings. But at least I can point 2, 3, revenue generating, avenues that I can say this is something you say.
To John.
Yes, what do you want me to say, my darling? I'm trying to pick my words here. So what's the issue for a lady who is past 35 to say, okay, I've been trying to walk this path? This is the same society that if she clocks 50, right, today, with no child, they will say, at least she for just born one. It's the same society.
So how will she be 35 when, madam, how will she be 35 when you're 50 and 2 of you were living life together?
You can never do right by people. You can.
John asked a question.
It's the same.
Sorry, what question did he ask?
John asked a question. He said, how can you be 35 or something? John asked that question again.
I said,
no, there are probably people on this line that cannot speak to me.
I said, how will she be 35 when you were 50 and 2 of you went to Unilag together? Were you 15 years older than her Unilag?
This is the reason why some porous individuals, some people who have leaking mouth, right? We have people get picked up.
Guys, don't let this turn into that day again, no.
When
Daddy,
it
do
comes
something.
down to it, that's when you start hearing from family members.
Oh yeah, let's let there be peace. John, please. Cynthia, peace.
Freeze, I'm asking you. Because I am only responding to people that I've seen on this line. And I only see 3 windows here. So I'm asking you, did I say Toke is 35 though? Was that what I just said?
No.
No, I don't remember you saying
I
that though.
said, exactly. So
So
I
how did he
said
hear
she's
it?
already secured the bag. So if a woman, right, who is over 35 decides to walk a journey, as long as she did not come to you to ask you for food or money for diaper or money for the process, why is somebody thinking, especially somebody, so this is my point of irritation for the most part, is the people who can hold a torch to you, that have the most to say about you, your decision, how you plan, how you decide to live your life, and all that yada yada yada.
People who are living their dreams.
That's the crux, because I have seen it happen on numerous occasions where you tune to Nigerian blogs and you see all kinds of people have very strong and passionate opinion about people, but when eventually they meet these people, it's a whole nother story.
The same way that if tomorrow I pick up arms and block a federal highway, people will have opinions about me, but they still can't have a touch on me.
I want to have a child.
So once you do something public, people have the right to have opinions about you.
Do you not celebrate with her? Really? It's not like she's a 16-year-old in high school that got pregnant. She's not. She's not. So what's the I'm trying to understand here. What's the issue? Is Toke under her parents' roof? She's 15 and she was sent to school to go study and she became pregnant? For us to say, oh, what's the issue? I'm trying. Let me understand, please. Can someone point out the issue here? Because last I checked, the entire nation were felicitating with her. What's the issue? That a woman above 35 decides to walk a journey where she decides to be a mom, and she has the means to do so. Toke has more money than a lot of people who claim to be family people, because these days people populating the world with their seeds they can't care for. But she knows that she can afford it, and that journey is not cheap. So that is something that she's walked into consciously.
How much is that? How much is IVF? 3 million naira. It's not cheap. 3 million naira is not cheap.
What's the issue?
Talk of IVF. Talk of.
Can we just celebrate somebody who came out in a moment of vulnerability to say,
we celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate your Bella. We are celebrating her now. We celebrate her. But we are also against her misleading people and doing something else.
Do you find an issue with this?
Are people actually this angry at her?
I gave a critical example.
I don't
Like,
know.
do you know that when you said that I should come and join it, I didn't think people were that angry. I just thought, okay, it's a topic to like talk about, but I didn't think people were mad.
I
didn't think people were angry. Like, are there people who are really angry about these things? People are angry, like.
Example with myself.
Everybody,
And I said, I don't like single women, single mothers. I don't like them. I don't like them. Doctor, tomorrow, if you see me walking down the aisle, a single mother, or if you see me come out and say that a single mother, that this woman has a child for me and she has a child for someone else, won't you call me a hypocrite?
Of course, people should practice what they preach.
What you preach is what you should practice.
But do you know how?
You don't like it.
It's alright. Do you know how I would call you?
You should be celibate. You too, tie your bekus.
But do you know how very calm people would call you a hypocrite? But this is not what you said, though. And keep it pushing. Like, why am I carrying your bestie on my head? Like, why is it that deep? Like, that's my issue. It's like, okay, John is a hypocrite and he'll be a better person tomorrow. Cool. It's why is it such a?
I don't believe.
You are treating this like it's COVID, like it's so deep. Why is it so deep?
If that's the case, I will also prefer you go to the prison and date some of the inmates because they might be a better person tomorrow.
They might actually, like, I don't understand what you want from me. Like,
give them a chance.
I mean, I don't understand your point. I don't understand.
I understand where they are coming from.
I don't understand his point because Toke is not asking for anyone to give her a chance.
No, she's not asking for.
You see, there are misdemeanors.
No,
there are things that are morally wrong, and there are felonies.
Wait, I just want to ask one question.
What she did.
But what is wrong is wrong.
What is wrong, but is it wrong?
What is wrong is wrong.
But is it really wrong? For her to want to have a child.
All I want to ask is one question, because he said I should go marry an
for
inmate,
those
right?
for those that are saying that she walked through the journey of getting pregnant, nobody knows how she got pregnant, and the fact that she was trying meant that she was knacking.
It does not mean she was knacking. People do IVF how many times, and it doesn't always work out.
Not to knack.
No. It will not
She was
be
encouraging her that just not to knack, not to come and get trying, not to come and give us more.
No, she never did. Toke never did that too. In fairness to Toke.
No. She may not be knacking.
She might be benching. Let's be careful with this knack. Now we are knocking ourselves here.
Daddy Prince, this is very unfortunate. Allow some measure of intellectual. Let there be some intellectual parity in the conversation, please. This is very unfortunate.
If we go intellectual, you won't even match me.
Yes. Prince, for real though.
We must start with presenting our CVs. Then we'll start having intellectual conversations. That is it. It's volleyball.
Prince, what do you think? Prince, what do you think?
I think you all are saying exactly the same thing, but you're saying it differently.
No, we're not. I don't think we're all saying the same thing.
Yes, you are.
Prince,
I don't think we're all saying the same thing.
I'm sorry, but
we can't. He said I should marry an inmate. Now, all I'm going to ask is one question here.
Because he can.
Cool. All I'm going to say is, and it's not because he can change. We're saying that Toke changed. Let's put English here, grammar, right? What I'm going to ask is, did Toke take a chance on you? Did you take a chance on Toke? Where are the chances being taken? And why do I now have to take a chance on an inmate? Like, do the math and give it back to me. That's all I need to know.
If I took a chance on her, I can't take a chance on a 50-year-old woman.
And did a 50-year-old woman take a chance on you?
I do from 20 to 27.
Okay, cool. But did she take a chance on you?
So
did she take a chance on your bank account? She didn't ask you for
wait.
anything, so I don't get it.
No. Hold on. You need to understand.
I don't do old layers.
Prince, you know Toke, right? At least
Old broiler.
to a very, very good degree. You know Toke to be 50-year-old.
I didn't want to.
Toke will not be 50. She'll be like 40.
Remember
She'll be like 45.
46.
Toke's older sister. Ope is Toke's older sister. Ope is not even 46.
45, 46.
No. Toke was in Unilag when I was a graduate. So I was 25. Toke was 18. Toke was 17, 18.
About people they can't even hold a touch to.
But Cynthia, why are you looking for trouble? If John comes for you now, you see, if John comes for you now, but you see, Cynthia too doesn't rest.
On your platform, one of which
Cynthia,
is ageism.
Cynthia.
And keep enabling this one human being.
45-year-old woman now old layer. We don't carry that to anything. People who can meet a large of 6 years old.
You can't be the thing after
For us. You're not for us. You can meet a large
The
of.
thing is that you should.
Somebody
Class
Even
captain
me.
and say everyone.
But they won't listen to me. That's the thing.
No idea.
All right, can you guys hear me?
You're looking for young men like us.
I can hear you.
Can we come back to normal?
All right, you can hear me. All right, Cynthia,
I can hear you.
Cynthia.
You know, I will always refer to you.
Cynthia, John.
Please don't
Cynthia.
put my name alongside that name.
You see, you are what? You see, Cynthia, you too, your blood is hot. And if this thing catapults out of...
No.
Cynthia and her
Please,
name. Cynthia and her name. Cynthia and her husband name.
this whole time.
Cynthia and her husband name.
If you notice, I have
You were not there
addressed
the last
you and I
time.
have addressed John. Okay, Dr. Peter.
But that's how she is gingering him. The two of them are
Gingering him.
The two of them are gingering themselves.
I
Situation.
have always addressed you and Dr. Peter. No other person on this life. And continuously ignored somebody who kept on trying to pull me to conversations.
Only you.
But I've been ignoring
Only you. With this your table tennis
Get back on topic. Can we get back on topic? Can we get back
You're
on
the last
topic?
one on earth.
I
If you're
swear,
the last
I
one on
agree. I
earth,
don't
I'll
think
buy
you
soap
caused
every
this
day.
even. In fact, everything is your fault.
Me.
Yes.
Well, we're no longer.
Yes, I agree with you, my darling. Just like the other time, he enables certain things, and that's
Madam.
why it will continue to thrive. It's not.
Madam.
It's
No,
not.
you see, you cannot say it's my fault.
Madam,
The two of you don't behave yourselves. I will tell you.
Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Let's get back on topic.
Daddy Freeze,
Let's
I
get
beg,
back on
please.
topic.
I want to say something.
Let's get back on topic.
I
not
love
be
it when
talking
it triggers
rubbish.
women when you say
When
things
they
about
don't even know
age.
what we're talking
But
about.
when they come out and say things about
Dr. Peter, let me bring Oju. Maybe if a different face will change the narrative.
when women
Sure
come
you
out
get.
and say,
Help
when
me
women come
press
out and say,
X.
I can't have anything with a poor man. All of them hail her. She has her right.
Belinda, please come and join us. As a lawyer, you always have a way of bringing peace.
Daddy Freeze.
Yes.
Please, let me land.
Mm.
I love it
That she
when
run
women feel
away.
triggered. When you talk about
The two of them,
things
they
that they
agree.
cannot.
Go on.
When you talk
Oh,
about things that they cannot reverse.
Cynthia and John, they no go agree for themselves.
Daddy Freeze.
I they hear you.
Who is Belinda?
Daddy Freeze.
Belinda is a lawyer lady.
Let me land.
Hey, Belinda, come on the
Daddy
line.
Freeze.
Yes.
Daddy Freeze. I love it when women are triggered. When you say things about things they can't reverse, like menopause.
When is Belinda coming?
But when they talk about things that men can reverse, like broke shaming men,
Is she
they
coming?
tell us that women have the right to choose if they want to be with a broke man or a rich man. However, sorry, all you women who have crossed thoughts,
Look at this one. Shade Skin Care Parlor. DF, I pity your daughters. Me, I pity your mother, your father. Everybody that you are related to, you know, go better for all of you. Collect rapture, Olori Buruku. You pity my daughters are doing better than your parents.
Go and meet older men. You are not for us. Why would I be doing with an old lady? Go there, we're just supposed to keep the Christmas selling for Christmas.
When is Belinda? Is she coming up?
Fresh.
Young
and fresh. Is it like Belinda now? Is it like Belinda now? You don't give me down because you might tell me make me.
Oh God.
Is it me or Belinda and Cynthia look alike?
No,
It's good to see
that
you.
means you have color blindness. You have color blindness. Now I understand
How
your
you
color
doing?
blindness. How you compare Belinda? Belinda.
So what do you have to?
Belinda.
So we were just talking about ladies and Toke, you know, she's having a baby soon. We all rejoice with her, but not everybody's on the same page regarding, you know, the current situation. While some people are of the opinion that, you know, she kind of misled maybe the younger folks. I have also come out to say that I have seen some of her vlogs where I didn't see her advise women to not be in relationships or not be married. So what do you think, considering that she is someone who is successful to a very good degree? She's successful, right? And so she has decided this is a journey I want to walk, right? And Freeze is asking, she's pregnant, okay? So now we're just talking about it. What's your opinion? That's where we are. Please ignore the distraction. Yeah.
You understand.
Okay, before video, what happened?
You know that in most cases, people are not allowed to speak vernacular because you can
That
appear
is free.
offensive.
Good evening, everybody. Yes, Cynthia, I heard you.
Good evening, ma.
Yes.
Yes, to be very honest, I don't have a personal opinion with what she decides, she or anyone else decides to do with their bodies, their time or anything. I don't have a personal opinion, but I honestly have a question, and this question is for Daddy Freeze and John and maybe the men on this, because I think I'm missing something. Is there a problem with women who are successful? This is a very honest question. Or women who appear to be successful. John, I'm being serious now. Is there a problem?
Thank you very much, madam, for asking me this very serious question. May peace of the Lord be with you for asking that serious question. There's no problem with women like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala who are successful in their careers and ethically. Career success and ethical success, two different things.
Okay, so let me respond to that. For instance, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is an intellectual. She's an economist by all standards.
Yes.
Now, but do we agree that there are different sectors? There's business.
Yeah.
there's
So
beauty.
and
So some people.
please, Belinda, sorry to
No,
interject.
John, let me just wrap up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to.
Okay.
I just wanted to highlight something to you. So there are different sectors. Just that,
Yeah.
like there are different sectors in success for men. Also, there are Yahoo boys, there are engineers, there are armed robbers. So if I'm successful as an armed robber, doesn't make me a good person.
And if you're successful as an armed robber, the fact that you're an armed robber is already a crime.
Yeah, the fact that you're misleading the younger generation is already a crime.
No, is it? How
Yes.
exactly?
In the eyes of God, it is a crime. It is a criminal offense in the eyes of Almighty God. The one I know, is a criminal offense in the eyes of Almighty God.
Be the one she knows. Why do you want to?
So unfortunately, I'm not going to believe in what she believes in. I'm going to believe in what I believe in.
No, I agree with you. So
I'm going to believe in what I believe in. And you guys cannot make me believe in what people who are atheists believe in.
Where you going?
I'm going to believe in what I believe in.
Yeah.
I'm going to judge you based on what I believe. For example, if you go to Saudi Arabia and commit a crime, you're going to be judged based on the laws of the Saudis and not on the laws of the Nigerians where you're from. So if I'm judging you based on what I believe in and not what you believe in.
Okay, so you
So it's ethically wrong.
Daniela, bring that chips.
I want to understand what is ethically wrong.
Jensen.
I'm following the conversation, but I'm trying to see, okay.
Misleading the younger generation.
Don't tell me you ate this whole chips up to this.
No, we've been eating since
That's
yesterday.
all.
Your
Okay.
uncle.
And I need to be very honest.
And
Did you
Jensen.
see her on any video
Be
saying
careful with it, or it's very
what?
carb intensive.
Please, I can't be going through this all over again. Please, yes, you can. You guys can. You can go to her page and scroll back to
It's okay.
2018, 2016, 2017.
Now, so this is. No, my darling, thank you. I see your comment.
I see the comments too. I see the comments too.
This is me just saying that people do have the right to live lives however they want to, especially.
Yes, she shouldn't be in the same room with me, but she can be in the same room with your cadaver.
And people do have the right to live the life they want to live as long as they're not committing a crime. And I don't see what is wrong here. That an advanced woman, a woman that's not a child, comes of age, has the ability, no, John, just 1 second here, has the ability to have a child, and she chooses to have a child.
Nobody said she's wrong. I never said she's wrong. I just said she's a hypocrite. That's what I said. They're two different things. Why is English so difficult for you guys to comprehend? I used myself as a very typical example. I said I don't like single mothers. If I marry a single mother tomorrow, am I not a hypocrite? Am I wrong marrying a single mother? No.
All we're trying to say is that nobody actually cares that you're wrong. It's congrats. Don't you understand?
I just said nobody's saying. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying she's a bloody hypocrite. That's all I said.
Bloody.
Hypocrites.
I said bloody.
You already said that you don't want us to. You don't have the time to go back and forth and go and make reference to her videos and stuff like that. So if you're saying that she's a
You are taking back. Take your room.
There was a time where she said.
It's too tempting.
There was a time where she said people should not have children.
No.
And Cynthia, okay.
No.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, you actually said that. You actually said that they had to clear it up for you.
Madam, sorry. What I said is she's anti-relationships. You have to have a relationship to have a child. Even if you're doing IVF, you have to have a relationship to have a child. And her sister here said that she has been trying. That means she has been trying the natural way, and it was not entering, so she tried the supernatural, the medical way. And the fact that she tried the medical way, the fact that she made reference to a hospital that helped her, does not even mean she did an IVF. The hospital might have guided her her fertility journey, giving her prescriptions that will enable her to conceive naturally. So don't assume, because some people are empty, obviously. They assume that once you go to the hospital, you went to do IVF.
Now another thing is we didn't assume here. We just tried to
What's
make.
your daughter's name? I just love her so much. Your
Daniela.
expressions are giving me life.
The thing is we didn't assume, right? You actually assumed.
No, I wasn't referring to you.
No, okay, yeah, okay, but you are referring to the people who I kind of side
Don't
with.
use we.
Okay, they didn't assume, but I was with them, sure. But they didn't assume, right? What actually happened was you assumed, and they just tried to say, "Oh, sir, but you know it could be this, so don't just say it like you know it." That's all they were trying to do, but you got angry.
No. They made reference to a statement she made that a certain hospital helped her in her journey.
Okay.
In her journey. So since because they made that reference, because they assumed that the certain hospital helped her in her journey, they assumed it would be an IVF.
They didn't assume. They said it could
So
be.
what?
That's assumption.
What are you talking about now?
If they said it could be, is an assumption.
It's not.
Please,
It could be. Could is not an assumption.
It is.
No, it's not. Could is like mine.
Freeze. Let me correct something.
Could it be?
Right?
It is not an assumption.
I was referencing her testimony, what she wrote, right? Where she
I didn't know
cited
your name. I don't know why you're talking.
we're talking about
I
think that's the big question. That's all anyone is even
they
asking.
have escorted her to go and knock. People were talking, not using allegedly, right? Insinuating that Toke is promiscuous. And I said, if a woman who has already reached and secured the bag, has secured the bag, and decides she wants to go on this journey, let's all come back to her testimony, which is that she was giving credit to a hospital for helping her through this journey. Whether or not it was through artificial means or natural means, she did not disclose. Those were my words. And again, I repeat, I will not condescend to responding to certain entities. So let's just keep it going. As much as I am not
respond finish. It's volleyball. Empty gum. After the respond finish.
Because if there is anyone who has projected themselves on this live, I'm sure we all know who that is. Again, I also talked about certain people who come online with strong opinions about other people's lives, and they can't even hold a touch to that people see them in real time. Is that true or no? It's true. So if a woman who's over 35 decides,
Yes, my
I want
darling.
to have a child, I'm at a place where I want to have a child, then she has a child, and she's rejoicing her journey and walk into motherhood, and the entire country is congratulating her, then somebody is somewhere with very strong opinion. Maybe, just perhaps, Toke is not even aware of the existence. Okay? And she's just in her world, basking in this big blessing that God has given her. And then someone is, trying to induce all the veins and all the signs of, come on. So my question to you, Freeze, I've been asking this since the beginning of this live. What is wrong in a woman who has used her vlog to say, women, be smart, secure the bag? If she was some broke-ass lady laying on her back,
Come in.
say, okay, she has various endorsements, she has her business that is thriving, she's about the luxury life, and she has her radio show, her blog is doing well on YouTube, she has money to take care of this child, and she's celebrating
Let me quickly send you gate pass.
her journey into motherhood. Please, what is wrong? Lawyer, Belinda, please, do you think there's something wrong in Toke's choice? Again, like I said, if someone is not feeding you, clothing you, paying your bills, I wish you would have an opinion on how somebody's life should live their lives. Someone you're not feeding, someone who probably doesn't even know you. And here you are, so passionate.
I hear you and I agree with you. But to be honest, I want to hear from
like Daddy Chris and like John and a lot of other men, because this is not the first time this kind of conversation is coming up. This is not the first time.
Okay, hold on. Let Belinda land.
Okay.
All right, Belinda, go ahead.
I thought you were not here. Okay, so I really want to know that I need your attention for a moment.
All right.
Because this is always recurring, especially here, and people are.
We need your attention for a moment.
All right, I'm here with you.
This is going to keep happening. Is there a problem? Is there a problem with women who are successful? I already asked John that question.
The question once again is define success. According to what yardstick do you measure this success?
According to the yardsticks that we are using now, women who have what they desire and who are not committing a crime to achieve that. Is there a problem with that?
Now, we have to circle back.
Please hold on 1 second.
We have to, you see, we can't go further until we align our definition of
You
success.
know, it already looks like you're answering, right?
Yeah, because no. I want us to, because these women that are successful, a girl on OnlyFans, hold on, a girl on OnlyFans is not doing anything illegal.
Yeah.
So if by her own standards, she has made $2 million showing off her quick and her bobby, and according to your definition, she's doing what she likes. So will we say she's successful?
Wait, but before I'm not defending OF girls though, but we need to also remember that those girls are not only doing what they like, and the money did not come from heaven. They did what you like.
Whatever it is, whether we like it or not. Will you look, because according to what you're saying now is, because that's why I said define success. So let's start with that, because you said we are hating on women who are but there was that subliminal line. So my question is, have you ever heard us say anything about Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala?
I already responded to that.
Have we?
I'm sure you were
Hillary Clinton?
I already said.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, so ask your question again now with more clarity.
Some women will be in the corporate world. Some women will be in the beauty sector. Some women will. Oh, hold on 1 second. Some women, quote unquote, will be in the OS. That's what we're going to call it. Some women are going to be everywhere. Everybody can.
I don't consider a girl in the OS, even if she likes, she should have 10 million OF. Even if she likes, she should have $10 million in her account. I don't consider her successful.
Belinda,
I'm sorry.
Is that the kind of success you want for your daughter?
Thank you very much. Why are you not doing OF? Belinda, why are you not doing OF? Why are you not doing OF?
See, the thing is, when she asked that question, OF didn't come to her mind.
No, because I said define success.
Anything you don't want for your daughter, anything you don't want for your daughter, you should don't want it for other people's kids. Let's call it
Okay, wait. So let's stay on context. Let's make this contextual. Because we're talking about one individual here. Are we saying she's on OS? I'm just seeking clarity here.
No, we are not. But what we are saying is, Belinda said, Belinda, ask your question again so I can quote you verbatim.
Did you see what
John, we are not hearing Belinda. Let's hear Belinda.
You see what the Bongoli post? You see what the Bongoli post?
Waiting post.
Pin Bongoli. Pin. I know they normally read Bongoli comments, but I read this one.
I know Siamo. Bongoli, waiting you talk. Somebody just paid me $10. Say, I support John. She should practice what she preaches on YouTube. Super chat, super stickers, and super likes. Abimbola Oduniyi.
The question is, what did he preach? What did she preach?
Okay, now let's allow Belinda to land. Belinda, over to you.
Okay, so that I think that the problem is when I ask the question, when people ask questions, guys don't get to answer the question.
You just respond with
go ahead
another
and make
question.
conclusion. My question is, or was, and still is there a problem with women who are not in the corporate world and are achieving what they desire legally? Is there a problem? Is there something that it does to men? This is
OF is legal.
it has nothing to do with me. There are a lot of people, like John was saying, there are a lot of people who are listening to this live, and not everybody is going to be in the corporate world. But can men really shed more light on what women in the beauty sector and other sectors that men highly patronize? What exactly is the problem with women in that area? Somebody said it's not legal. It's not illegal. What are you
Now, no, John, before you answer, let me first answer. Success is very subjective. Because I'll give you an example now. That girl that bought Lamborghini, that wanted Bonner to buy Lamborghini for her, will you consider her successful? Belinda? Yeah?
In the terms of which I just defined, achieving what you want to achieve, she's successful.
Well, I don't consider her successful, so I will criticize her. And when you come to when you see us criticizing women, it is women like that they are open-ended. You will never hear us come here and run down an Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. You will never hear us come here
everyone
and run down a Tiwa Savage. You will never hear us come here and run down a Linda Ikeji. You understand what I'm saying? But you see, when your success is questionable, when your success is something that I will not want my daughter to do, then I will touch you a bit. At the end of the day, you are a grown up, you're an adult, you own the rights and privileges to your own right and life and brand name. But if you are doing what I will not want my daughter to come home and tell me that this is what she's doing, I will have a problem with you, especially when you are influencing. Because Kwam1 did not switch off his phone on a plane, today another person decided that, because of what Kwam1 did and that other girl did, today somebody on Enugu Air decided I was not going to switch off his own phone too. You'll be amazed how powerful the power of influence is. And although I don't have any problem with Toke Makinwa personally, and in this particular instance, if you watch from the beginning, I didn't judge her. I actually congratulated her. I felt that she can have a child by herself and all that. But when you say we judge successful women, we must put a cap. We must. Hold on. We must put a cap on what the definition of success is. If you ask me, is Cynthia successful? I believe Cynthia is successful. But you see, yes. But you see, you need to understand that. Hold on, John, hold on. We had a maid. This maid worked in my house for about a month. She did change cloth 3 times a day. Now cloth she did. I look this girl, I know say this girl no fit walk. She was, of all the maids we've had, I can say she's one of the prettiest. In maid, maid standard. Abby, what do you think?
Did she have eyes for you?
She was okay. No. But you see, the moment I saw her, I said, this one no fit walk. Now body, did this one mind. This one will look for a man that will give her money. I need you to understand how difficult it is. My wife runs a culinary academy. As you see, this is my daughter here. She does 2 full-time jobs. She works on the radio and she works for her mom. She's in charge of one of the departments in her mom's office. And the way the mother shouts on staff, that's the way the mother too shouts on her. Once the mother wakes up from morning, she shouts till it's time to go to bed. And if there's anything I've learned, which I'm sure she's also privy to, is Nigerians are not ready to walk. The average Nigerian woman that came to this world carrying a bake with her, he wants to use that bake to succeed. See, I'm going to say this to you. The other day they said there's unemployment in Nigeria. Nigeria is, as I am now, only me, I still get like 4 jobs. If you're unemployed in Nigeria, it's because you are lazy. We have jobs. There are celebrities looking for chefs. There are celebrities looking for chefs that are willing to pay 500k, 1 million naira, depending on the level of the qualification of the chef, a month. Who are the people studying to be these chefs? We barely have enough people. There's a culinary academy. Nobody wants to learn. As long as they can exchange. Now, hold on. As long as they can exchange their quick for money. Hey, touch my Bobby. Look at the very good example. Look at what happened with that girl with the fine Bobby on that plane. The amount of endorsement and gifts she has received, if they join it together, is more than Cynthia's annual salary.
Freeze, don't play. You know how much you earn?
Now, I have a brilliant girl like Belinda here on my life. Sorry, hold on, John. Cynthia is in tech. Why is nobody looking at Cynthia and saying this girl is brilliant?
Full-time, baby.
Why are they not looking at Cynthia and saying this girl is brilliant? Let's give her this. Look at Belinda, for instance. Belinda is a brilliant lawyer. Why is nobody coming and dashing her car? Why does Belinda have to scrape the ground to earn a living while somebody will fall for aeroplane, open Bobby? As in, that girl is sorted for this year. That girl don't know who she want to endorse now. People are lining up. If that girl open OnlyFans, she will build a house in 6 months in the choice area, any area she. As if we are talking of government, the one makes she work for them. Why has government not call Belinda? Now I want you to circle back to where I'm coming from. When we create a perception around an illegal or immoral form of success, what we are selling and marketing to this generation is, it is okay if you can do that. So that is why I am very hard on people who have open-ended and questionable types of success. If we don't know what it is that you are doing,
You're saying something, but you're not saying something.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, because she came from that angle. Hold on, once I'm done now. I'm ending now. So that is my point exactly. We live in a world where people are paid to be influencers. What is the meaning of influencer? They influence people. People look at you and believe that because you did it and you can do it, they can go down that route. There was a boy who got 5.0 in Unilag. He had the complete grade. He did not miss. He had 100 from year 1 to year 5. The first guy to finish with 5, a perfect.
What they gave him was 100,000 now.
Baba, I sat down with MTN. I remember following him to the MTN office. I said, look, let's brand this guy. Take him to Polo. You people have money. Buy him Rolex. Take him to VGC. Buy him a house. Make him MTN brand ambassador. Let people, because you'll be amazed how brilliant the average Nigerian is. The only problem is you have not shown him that academic can give him Rolex. Wizkid is singing and wearing Rolex. What is he going to do? He's going to try to sing, whether he has the talent for it or not. So when we have women who are misleading other women, or who have questionable or subjective, open-ended types of success, we must lend our voice so as not to allow them to directly or indirectly influence the next generation. Nobody's mother told them to go and open OF.
Comment. Whether you approve other people's choice doesn't mean that you can define your success. Your response.
Somebody said,
whether you can approve other people's choices doesn't mean you can define their success.
Nobody is defining anybody's success. Because I said, you see, the person that wrote this is a retard. half-wit.
Very big one.
No. You see, when akamu has been inside your brain too much and has been mixing with phlegm, the tendency is that each time you blow your nose, you blow out a portion of your brain. Let me explain this to you. Because it's like your brain cells are running around inside your head like akudaya. See, the first thing I said from the beginning is success is subjective. What is successful to you is not successful to me. And I asked Belinda, I circled back to Belinda. I said, Belinda, will you allow your daughter, will you be happy if your daughter is doing Lamborghini? Now your daughter came home and said, Mommy, Burna Boy just slept with me and he promised me a Lambo. Will you be happy? If your answer is yes, then success is success.
I have a question. Belinda, what is the difference between being popular and being notorious?
I'll have to check the dictionary for that.
Being popular is being known for the right reasons. Being notorious is being known for the wrong reasons. Anini was not popular, he was notorious. You don't call Anini a popular, it's wrong English to say a popular armed robber. No, a notorious armed robber, a notorious prostitute.
Okay.
So the level of success that comes with it has the word for success for the wrong reasons and success for the right reasons.
Okay. So now
you will ask me, how do I justify what is right and what is wrong? What is right is whatever I don't want of myself or my family. Whatever I want of myself or my family is right. And whatever I don't want of myself or my family is wrong. If you have not sent any of your sisters to go and do a shower, you cannot tell me that shower is good.
Okay. Now, can I respond? Thank you, Daddy, please. And I hope I can respond in very short time with little or no interjections, please. Okay, so Daddy Freeze and John and all the other men who are listening, and every other person who is listening, actually, I hear you and I agree that this perception that women shouldn't use their brains, I mean, whatever that means, is becoming a thing. And it's like, when many people the younger generation are being encouraged to toe a particular line, and it's unfortunate. But this is what I want to say, that if we call that darkness, how many of you are encouraging the light? How many of the men and women are encouraging the smart? That if he's already made reference here to say, oh, Cynthia is earning, Belinda is this, and there are lots of other women who are trying to use their brains, who are trying to use their voices. How well or what role are we all playing to ensure that these smart women are brought to light? Because you do not quench darkness by turning off the light alone. You actually quench it by bringing in light. So if everybody is condemning these women, how many people are encouraging the good women? That's my question here.
A lot of us.
So again, guys are going. Sorry, Cynthia, every Cynthia, just hold on.
A lot of us.
My
Belinda,
here is,
I want to ask you a question.
Hold on, please.
Oh, yeah.
Before you ask me, my point is, while we spend too much time condemning what we consider as wrong instead of propagating what is actually right.
We cannot propagate what is right without condemning what is wrong.
But you condemn what is wrong, then put forward.
We cannot propagate what is right without condemning
When
what
you
is wrong.
condemn what is wrong, put forward what is right.
That's what we're doing.
Now you have condemned Toke, or the lady in question. I don't want to mention anybody's name. You have condemned her. Put somebody else forward.
I'm putting you forward.
Okay, exactly. So this conversation can change from her to me.
That was what I did when you came on the line.
Exactly. So let's stay on the positive.
That was what I did when you came to see.
Thank you. I appreciate
Belinda, listen. No matter how much we try to say this, there are some of us that don't patronize that madness that is the virus in our atmosphere, in our Gen Z generation, where our young women, especially our young women, feel they have the right to do whatsoever they want to do because they feel it is their body and it's their right.
Sorry, John, before you even talk far, Belinda, in the last 2 weeks, how many times have I called you that I needed something for you, whether it is to read Bible or legal advice. How many times have I called you?
Quite a number.
How many times have I brought you to my live? How many Ulo shows? How many Ulo shows have you seen on my live that I brought to come and address you?
So that's not actually perfectly.
I will not be
What
in
kind
a
of
position
encouragement?
to
Is
answer
that
that.
supposed to be encouragement?
Hold on. Since you've been coming, you've been seeing women on my live. Is it that you, Remy, Cynthia? You understand? Once in a while, we have some erratic topics that require, but on a weekly aeroplane incident, we need legal perspective. And if you carry person we get Bobby come, say, Bobby, what does the law say? I will carry Belinda. Abi? There was a day I sent you a message. I wanted to address her. I even put your picture inside. How many times have you seen me use somebody from this live, carry their picture and go and put inside my edit?
Honestly, Daddy Freeze, I appreciate you, but I don't want us to streamline this.
No, what I want to, I'm going somewhere. Because you see, because you see, Belinda, hold on, Belinda,
Let me not be in the
Belinda, okay, let's remove you from the spotlight, but I need you to understand that I'm looking for a certain level of professionalism, understanding, and expertise. In the last 2 weeks, you've seen a woman that was a captain on my live. You were on that live with her. What's her name? Fly Girl. You know what it is to be a female captain that is rated to fly 777, 737, and I think CRJ or something. So when I brought her to my live, I brought her because we were talking about aviation and I needed an expert. And I brought an expert in aviation and you were there. So I want you to look at me in my eye and tell me that I don't appreciate the kind of knowledge I'm talking about. I don't appreciate it. I appreciate knowledge. I look at you and I praise you. I say I'm proud of you. If my daughter is doing what you are doing today, I will be. Even as you are not my daughter, self, I carry you like say you be my pikin. You understand what I'm telling you? Anything I need, Belinda. Belinda, are you free? Now you they run from me.
Do you remember that thing you used to tell
Do you
me
understand?
that the reward of responsibility is
more responsibility.
But who enjoys it? Like, that's what
But what I'm trying to say, no, what I'm trying to say is we have intellectual topics here. And in my field, what makes me better than the regular person, has Abiba sorted this thing out? Make it no be say the guy they get.
Freeze, are you done? Because we were just talking about.
Sorry. Let me sort this out. Be talking.
And then somehow the conversation just went into this tangent of we respect women who do certain things and we don't respect women who do certain things. Within the context of this conversation, given that there was this particular subject that we're talking about, are we then saying that this person that we're talking about is an OS? I'm still asking that question. I haven't seen one person to answer. Because if we are in a journey, and then we are talking about women who are doing things that are not respectable, what I know is that this person has a successful career, this person has a successful luxury line, this person has a successful vlogging business. So I'll put her in this category where
according to Bongoli, and I quote, that a certain family in Lagos allegedly accused this woman of having an extramarital affair with their father, breadwinner, son, uncle, grandfather, hence taking him away from his primary family responsibility.
Belinda, I want to send you some court documents.
And I quote, allegedly. So when we are saying these things as if we don't know the truth, we have seen pictures in private jets where we don't want to show the other side of the private jet. We know. It is happening. It is, you see, if a young man like me in a private jet that is not tied, that does not have any ties to any woman, you will gladly show me in the private jet when I'm balancing reading my newspaper. But you know how these things work. Let's call a spade a spade. If I did Roma, if I did Madema. When we try to sugarcoat things just to suit the narrative, we are leading the younger generation astray. Whether you like it or not, there are people who are 13 that are watching this thing, they are watching us right now, that stole their mother's phones. What we tell them will stick in their heads. If we don't condemn what is wrong, they will pull that part, and posterity will never forgive us for not having condemned what is wrong. That is why me, John, will never stand for what is wrong.
Belinda, read what I sent you on WhatsApp.
And I don't support.
I don't want us to say it outside because of. Yeah, I sent you what you said on WhatsApp. Let me send it to you so you can read it on your phone.
I'm very struggling.
You know something? I have to leave the live because my WhatsApp is on this phone.
All right.
It's on the phone.
All right, leave the live. Go and read it and come back. You read this.
Groping in the dark. Please send to me because it looks like I'm groping in the dark here.
Let me send it to you. We can't mention it because of legal reasons. But John just drew my attention to something that has been an issue for a moment. Cynthia.
Got you.
All right.
Okay,
you've seen it.
Yeah. Okay, give me a hug.
So let's applaud her for that. Our sister, well done. Try it another time. But this time it's on our parents. Because if they carry another person dead body, you could tell them like saying a firewood they carry for head. Until they carry down.
Okay, so that the phrase I've seen it.
Now, do you get the drift?
I got the drift earlier than now.
Okay.
I didn't need that information to get the drift. Yeah, I got the drift.
So, Cynthia, you should apologize to John.
For what?
No, I know. I mean, this news, I'm not just hearing it for the first time. And I'm not here. I think there's a problem. I'm not here defending anybody, especially anybody I'm not paid to defend. I'm not here defending anybody. Exactly. You're bad, girl. Yes, exactly. So, John, you have to get paid, girl. Yes. I like that. I'm honestly not here trying to defend anyone. But I was just saying that for the sake of a clear conversation, without sounding always judgmental, we should throw more perspective to things. Yes, there's an individual that we are analyzing now, but I feel like we should make a broader conversation instead of just judging one person without really knowing much about that person and making it a case study for many other women.
But she's securing the bag.
Talking about that,
like I want to go. I wish I could go out now. Go to
very honest,
some bank and secure the bag by this time.
When we started this conversation, that if he was hammering on telling his kids that they need to be stable financially, and whether we call it securing the bag or financial stability, it seems like we're just saying the same thing. That if he's, am I wrong? Is there a difference between having enough money and securing the bag?
I think their issue is who is saying it.
One and two, I want to ask my daughter, what did I tell you about how to get money? Let her answer. She's here. What are the things I teach you about money? Legally and morally right. Abby?
Yes.
So get your money in a legal and moral way.
You don't even need to tell her. Anybody who says that what is morally wrong is wrong, then please, tomorrow, what my prayers for you is when you go to GT Bank to withdraw your money, let some guy wear a mask, walk into that bank, and while he's about to rob it, shoot you on the forehead. He's right. He's trying to secure the bag. He should do everything he can to secure the bag. What is wrong is wrong. Let's call it spade a spade. I'm not a farm instrument. Let's stop sugarcoating words.
Okay, so what are you saying now? So wait, are we talking about? So this lady just came out to say, "Hey, I'm having a baby. Rejoice with me," right? And here we are going how many years back to her past?
How many years back again? Okay.
We're talking about today. Wait, we're talking about today, right? A lot of Nigerian young men who have gone legit. We know how they all started, and I'm not making a case because I won't make a case for, I'm just saying.
I want to go down this route because we don't make
Do
enough
you
noise
get my
about
drift?
them
I'm like,
the way we do about women. Let's be
okay,
honest.
Any Nigerian young man who did something in the past to get his money, especially the ones that cannot go to America, that cannot go to Japan, are criminals and must be treated as such. Simple. Crime. There are certain crimes that are status bad. No, offenses are status bad. Crimes are not. So whether they did it 50 years ago, they committed a crime, and if they catch them, they will go. If you can do the crime, you should be able to do the time. I'm sorry.
okay.
It's not about how long ago you did it. You did it. You did it. So what the Bible says, if you want to really repent of it, is restoration. So all the money you collected from that Alhaji, go and give it back to his
I
family.
thought we're not talking about sin.
If you know you are repentant of the crime, all the money you collected from Alhaji, I'm not saying anybody collected money from Alhaji. I said anybody that collected money from Alhaji. Well, Alhaji Musa Big Bele was torturing them. If you collected money from Alhaji in 2010, and that is the source of the bag, if you have repented of it, return the money to Alhaji's family. That is what the Bible says, restoration.
Okay, so Daddy Freeze, I'm just going to say this and I'm going to leave. That there will always be many sides to life. Everybody is not going to go in one direction. And some people are going to go corporate, some people are going to go intellectual, some people are going to use their bodies, some people are going to do a lot of things. And personally, I know what I believe in and what I believe.
Restitution. Yeah, thank you. Restitution.
They are not relevant right now, or they are not the focus. What we are trying to do is to encourage more people, quote unquote, more people, because both men and women, to be themselves, believe in themselves, and find smarter ways and legitimate and morally right ways to earn. So instead of just tearing down other people that we do not have full information on how they live their lives, let's continue in the line of encouraging those who genuinely want to live and earn right, quote unquote.
We have encouraged you.
We have encouraged you. You see, Belinda, you have said, and you have not said anything today. You are. What are you exactly trying to defend? Is it right for us to? Is it right after what you've read, for us to cast a shadow on a certain lifestyle, or for us to call it out for what it is after what you read?
Okay, I have read this, and I also know that there are two sides to a story. I'm not saying it's right.
No. No, this particular one,
is this credible?
150%. 150%. Because when they were doing audits, they called an external auditor to come and audit the company. And they saw this was a company that was in distress. And allegedly, they saw vast sums of money going to somebody's personal account. Allegedly. So, I don't want to go there. I don't want us to talk about this. But at the end of... Yeah.
Like Belinda said, she wants us to promote those that are... Belinda, often on this life, we've given you... Wait, give me a minute. We're giving you credit for the good things you're doing, for the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself. And honestly, you will agree that all between me and the phrase that I give you this credit, none of us is interested in you. We just admire your courage and your
intelligence.
Thank you.
Belinda, I never called you outside Instagram before. But I admire your way of life and your courage. Belinda, ask people that know me on Instagram. I've been on a live where a guy was actually telling a young girl who lives in Abuja. The guy came in from somewhere, from some country. I was telling the girl that he will book a ticket for her to come to Owerri to see him from Abuja. I was on that live and I told the guy, this girl was practically in darkness using a white handkerchief to clean her sweat. And I told the guy, this girl lives in a place where there's no light, no generator. Obviously, I asked her if she had a generator. She said no. I said, okay, this girl does not have a generator. You want to spend 190,000 going and 190,000 coming back. That's about 400,000 naira. For her to just come and see you, you could actually invest this money in buying her a generator. You get? And the guy was like, it's not my business. There and there, I raised money for her to get a generator. I gave her 200K from it. So if you think until today, I have never spoken to that girl again.
Okay.
So if you think we don't encourage those that
I
are
did not
genuine,
say that. I did not
then
say
you're
that.
wrong.
I'm just encouraging. I'm just saying that it should be more. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. But I'm not the topic of discussion. I'm not the bone of contention. So
No, you are one of them. You have to be part of it.
okay, no problem, John.
If you were a thief, we'll call you a thief. Now that you're not a thief, we'll call you what you are.
This is
No,
to my
that you're
ladies,
not.
yeah. Nobody's being a motivational speaker here or anything like that. But honestly, this conversation always comes up. Cynthia, do you agree with me? Please, I stand to be corrected. All the time, whether online or offline.
I quite agree with you, but so here's the thing: when this live started, the topic was Toke is having a baby, right? And what do you think? So my impression coming in was we were talking about, and that was what we were actually discussing between Freeze and his daughter. What they were talking about was, like, should women wait for marriage, or are women good to go after certain ages to make, pull the plug on certain decisions? That's what this whole thing is about. But somehow, the conversation spiraled into this person is doing this and this person is doing that. And so we veered off course. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm just kind of quiet, because this is not the main topic that brought us here.
Hi, it's me again.
So that's why I got quiet.
Okay, Daniela wants to say something, please.
Station from the beginning, the conversation was, is it good for a woman after a certain age to, decide that she wants to, line and
all I want to say is that was the conversation, but not necessarily the topic. The topic was always allowed and probably planned to escalate. It was always gonna happen. We're all victims. We're all victims. We're all rage baited.
Right. Okay. So, what are we going to say about the people who patronize these people, who make this thing John under the freeze?
Let me answer that. Belinda, according to the criminal code, right? A person who steals gets committed an offense and is liable to 7 years imprisonment. The person who buys the stolen goods committed a greater offense and is liable to 50 years imprisonment. Do you know why it's that way? Because without the buyer, there is no market for the thief. Without the buyer, there is no market for the thief. That is why you might not get a sentence for using hard substances, but you will get a sentence for distributing hard substances.
Hmm.
The Olosho is the one distributing the hard substance. The person who patronizes is just a user. Just the smoke a small can.
End user.
Okay.
The end user.
You have to say end user.
So
He uses the
one
end
is
of the
Olosho
woman.
And one is an Olosho
Excuse me.
nebula.
Okay. John,
You are the instigator.
If
Freeze.
there are no end users, will there be distributors?
So the thing is, there is always an end user, but what you can curb is a distributor. If NDLEA comes here, they are not looking for end users; they are looking for distributors. That is why if you push Ngongo from South Korea, from South America, they know the Ngongo is there, but they are trailing it to see where the distributor is. They will allow it go all its routes, all up to Nigeria.
Okay.
They want to nab that person distributing it.
I'm a lawyer, but I think that maybe economists and those who have a larger knowledge or information about economics can help out here. The topic
Demand
of
and
demand
supply.
and supply.
Demand
If there's
and supply.
no demand for something, then there will be no supply. Or if the
And if
demand
there's
is
no
very
sup-
high,
and
the
if
supply
there-
will be very low.
And if there's no supply,
There's supply in the first place because there's demand.
if there's no supply,
No, but if there's supply, we're talking about
if you cut off the supply, the demand dies.
How
It
about
doesn't.
you
It doesn't
cut off
die.
the demand?
It will be taken by
Okay.
force.
Let me tell you how it dies. If you're addicted to substances, if you go to rehab, what happens? They take out your supply. That's what the rehab does. It takes out your supply. Gradually, the demand dies.
Okay.
You don't kill an ideology by tackling those that have the ideology. You kill an ideology by tackling those that spread the ideology. That is why
You know the
for
funny
those
part?
for
The people
those
who are spreading this ideology now, we cannot say that it is women or it is
no,
men.
when I said ideology, I'm talking about an ideology. I'm using an ISIS kind of thing. You're not going about looking for those that believe in ISIS. Looking about those that ISIS sells. Their cells.
No, I get what I
the
get
individual
what you mean.
cells. So the women are those that are spreading the ideology because without an Olosho, see, let me tell you something. Let me give you an example. Most times, you know how Oloshos are patronized. The man wants to drive home. He has no intention of carrying an Olosho. He's drunk. He went out with his friends. He got drunk. He passed. He sees them standing. One of them will leave a cleavage like this.
Daddy, look how he's doing.
The man go match break. Hey, see that. If that thing was not standing there, Mr. Emeka would have proceeded home and hugged his 5-year-old son and gone to bed with his wife. But because that Mbeke is standing there in front of Farm City with
Farm City.
Mr. Emeka had to match break.
Okay.
I thought
so John,
I thought you were a
now-
big fan of
let me-
accountability, so I don't really understand this one again.
That's
Like, please give this man his flowers and let it.
Accountability is
Because it's not just this ladies, this Farm City ladies'
so
fault.
even Christ, that is one of the most accountable men in history, the devil tempted him. The devil told him, if you're
And
a
why didn't
son
he
of
buy
man,
it? Why
if
didn't he
you're
buy
really
it?
son of man,
He resisted.
You are a Christian, be
You know
like
why-
Christ.
Do you know why he was able to resist?
Why?
Do you know why he was able to resist?
Because he was Jesus.
Because he was conceived of the Holy Spirit. The only reason
Are you
Pastor,
the only reason why
Are you
Christ
saying-
you
came,
have to tackle
the only
this
reason why
one.
Christ came to this earth is to put himself in our shoes and see what we are going through.
that went
and when he
viral.
did, he resisted. But let me ask the question, John. Are you saying that every time you pass through Farm City, sorry, Cynthia, just 1 second. Are you saying that every time you pass through Farm City and you see those girls dressed in the manner you just described, you always stop
Oh,
and
me?
pick up one of them? Yes.
No, because I find them disgusting.
Okay.
Good,
so
tell your
you are
brothers to
accountable
find them
to know that This
disgusting.
is not what you want, right? You are
Yes.
So it's not like it's an automatic that when you're
Yes.
tempted, you must
Yes.
fall.
No, you mustn't. So just like that same Mr. Emeka that fell for her could be passing a pack of cigarettes, and just pass. But me, once I pass that pack of cigarettes, it starts drawing me. people have different addictions.
And your Nigerian pastor will pass the Olojo, pass the cigarette, but they will dangle $100 bill like this and he will jump at it.
And they will jump at it.
Okay.
So everybody get their own temptation.
People have their different addictions.
Everybody does have their own addiction. So you can see that
So,
there's a demand for
a
this.
man who lacks self-control goes outside of his home to indulge, and then we blame the person he indulges with.
There was this thing that used to
Yes,
say that was
blame
listening
the
to
person
the
he
Bible.
indulges
That was
with,
listening to the
because
Bible. Is
the
it
man
about
who
remove
lacks
your left eye, or
self-control,
how do they say
indulge with
it?
one.
You guys don't know how to
That
apply
woman
it to your life.
That woman who is
It's
spreading
she tempted
it,
me.
indulged
I'm
with
a
about
man,
50 that
and
same
I'm
night.
this by nature. I was just
I
being
don't understand
natural.
how you guys are talking about.
There's a lot of background noise.
I don't understand how you guys are talking about two people. One of them indulged in it for one night because he was drunk. He might not indulge in it again. One of them is a source of livelihood for her. She does it every freaking night. And you guys have the audacity, the impetus to blame the man who indulged in it for one night.
If he did it once, he can do it again.
Yes,
There is
yes, yes, but the chance, madam, I'm a mathematician who believes in statistics. The chances of him doing it again is 1/100.
Does
The
he live
chances
in
of
his
her
house?
doing
Is
it
he
again-
hibernating?
The chances of her doing it again is just the next day's meal. If she has to eat the next day, she has to do it the next day.
Okay,
So,
and
there
if he
was this
drives
girl
back,
that
if he
trended
drives
some
past
days
Farm City
ago.
every day, he will sleep with her every day.
Remember the girl that trended some days ago when she said practically every girl in Lagos is an Olosho. Did you people see the video?
But
There was this girl, and she was saying it boldly, and she
But-
broke it. And she said,
she's right. But she's right.
Serious level
Who
to
says she's right?
So a
John.
lot of people in the comments were vilifying. They were
But she's
vilifying.
right.
They were insulting her, calling her. They were vilifying her, right? Because she said, "Oh, there are various kinds. They are the ones who own their crafts, and they tell everybody this is what I do. They have no shame about it." Then she said, there are the working class ones who pretend to be good girls and they have jobs. However, their jobs
That's what I
cannot
wanted to tell
account
you
for the
about.
lifestyle.
Like, you can't use this whole lawyer tech thing. Like, they be making bank too.
If we were to say, this was just a couple of days ago, so if we were to say that this lady is right, that all the ladies in Lagos are currently
No, not
Oloshos.
all. But when 80% of a population,
Just go on.
when 80% of a population is bad, you can actually infer that the whole of that population is bad.
But when we do it, men always like to come and say, not all men.
Okay. So now my thought process is,
It's a problem when we
okay,
do
let's
it.
take 80% of the ladies. So it means everybody is guilty, right? So we're inadvertently saying that everybody in Lagos, they are into this lifestyle. Why is the subject of our conversation this evening so special if we are all aware that this is something 80% of the population are doing?
Because we want to promote the 20% that are not doing. People like Belinda.
Oh, geez, you didn't know Belinda was going to be here.
John,
We want to promote the 20% that are not doing it.
don't make
Our aim is to promote the 20% that are not doing it, not to promote the 80% that are doing it.
I think that I have observed that it seems like there's a gender war between men and women. And I think that war is actually only on.
How would there be a gender war?
No,
I love women. I love my young women, 20 to 27. I love them.
That's good for you. So it seems like there's a gender war going on online. Men are always coming after women, and women are always attacking the men. But in reality, they cannot do without each other. So I think it's just an unfortunate situation. The issue of
one person's good news or what is good news to her. I mean, it's good news all across board. Well, should I say that? Yes, it is good news. How did we take somebody's good news and minimize it to this point?
Kamaruddin, what do you mean by say 20 is too young for me? How will you say your 20 is too young for me?
I can't even see the comment.
Anyway.
Kamaruddin, you answer that kind of question.
Please. I had a great time.
Yes.
Babe, how old are you?
I had a great time.
What will I do with a 20-year-old? My spec is 20 to 27. Anything above that limit is null and void.
Cynthia, God bless you. Belinda, God bless you. Everybody seems to have had quite a nice time. John, thank you so much. God bless you.
Daddy Freeze.
Belinda, baby, God bless you. See you all in church tomorrow. God bless you. Make sure you come to church tomorrow. All right, guys. Good night. Ooh, good night, good night, good night, good night, everyone. Church tomorrow, 1 p.m. Don't be late. Did you enjoy yourself? It could have lasted forever. You're enjoying the gist. It's annoying you a bit and you're enjoying it. All right, guys. Good night. Pop my money gun as you're going. Superstars, super stickers, super likes, super chats on YouTube. Bye, guys. Yeah.